Hello all. Hello all. Sorry for the inconvenience caused. The session will continue now. Today's first session will be handled by Dr. A.K. Manoj Kumar, MD, PhD, Professor and HOD, Department of Panchakarma, VPSV Ayurveda College, Kottakkal, and the topic is Fundamentals of Akyantara Snehapana. Dr. Manoj Kumar A.K. completed BAMS and MD from Government Ayurveda College, Trivandrum, and PhD in Ayurveda from Gujarat Ayurveda University, Jamnagar. He has served as the Student Dean and Registrar of Kerala University of Health Sciences. He is currently working as Professor and HOD, Department of Panchakarma, VPSV Ayurveda College, Kottakkal. He is also Ayurveda Medical Association Research Foundation President. This eminent personality has published many research papers and books. The book titled Introduction to Clinical Research is one of his contributions. He has 29 years of teaching experience, and his other works include modernization and standardization of research and procedures in Panchakarma, introduction of structured research methodology in Panchakarma. Welcome to the session, sir.
ഹലോ കേൾക്കുന്നോ? ഹലോ
യെസ് സർ കേൾക്കാം.
So good morning one and all. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this program. I was actually who all are the participants? Is it PG students?
Sir, final year UG
and faculties.
കേട്ടില്ല.
UG students, PGs and faculties.
Kerala.
All over India.
All over India.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
PG അല്ലാത്തവരുണ്ടല്ലേ? Okay. I was asked to share some thoughts about basics of Snehapana, like the importance, definition, classification. So I hope I will complete within 10 or 20 minutes. Okay. Whenever, as a first speaker, I just say a few words of Panchama also. So whenever we think about a disease, to us, we people, all diseases are because of a malasangia. Like we call it as dhadu ishemia. So together, let me call it as malasangia, and that malasangia is this. So that is a fundamental, the beginning of all diseases. So mala, that is accumulated, occluded, or entangled in the srodhas, that leads to all disease. Only difference is where the srodhas resides and operates the disease. If that type of srodhas, that malasangia, srodhas having malasangia, if it happens to be in our joints, the presentation will be joint disorders. Skin, then it is skin disorders. Shiras, Shirishula and all. So the basic pathology starts from this Shrodas. If it is so, what is the management, the remedial measures? It's very simple. Cause is malasangia, so treatment should be malanartharana or elimination of the mala, or let the Shrodas become free from accumulation of mala. So what is the technique employed? Again, we have Shodhana and Shamana, different modalities. Shodhana comes to Panchagama, so elimination through the natural orifices, through the nose, mouth, and ear. If it is not being cured with these channels, they make an artificial puncture, that is rectal motion. This is basically Panchakarma. So our target is elimination of mala. Mala is, by all means, try to take it away from these Shrodas. So if some dirt is in my shirt, some dirt in our cloth, what we do? Usually we dip in the detergent, surf, and we keep in the detergent few times, then the dirt will get dissolved in the detergent. Later we'll rinse it in fresh water. So exactly the same way, dirt is in our body in this Shrodas. Instead of detergent, we give some ghee, oil, or any sort of oil. We have 4 types, no? Among them, Thailand, Grida and Thailand. So, soak the body in Grida or in oil. So, assume that the dirt will get dissolved there. It will the ghee. And later, by it moves to the Koshka. From the Koshka, we do the Vamana and Vitisana. That is the fundamental principles of. Okay. The basic difference between Panchagama and Shodhana, Shamana and Shodhana, if it is being managed with the Panchagama or Shodhana, then there won't be any recurrence for the disease. Whereas it done with the Shamana, every chances are there for the recurrence. So, Natesham Punirudhava. Punirudhava is not there in the Shodhana modalities. That means if you are doing a Panchakarma, a Vamana or Virejana or Vasana, maybe, that depends on the perfection by which it has been executed in the body. So perfect Vamana, perfect Virejana. For that purpose, for executing, communicating a good Virejana or Vamana, the most important thing is Snehapana. Without Snehapana, this dosha, it won't get dissolved. It won't be moved from the Shakha to Koshna. So, before Panchakarma, Shodhana, Snehana and Svedana is the most important modalities to be applied. If this Snehana is not proper, not perfect, then dosha will remain in the Shakha, it won't come back. So, while doing Panchakarma, we exert all our effort to get excellent summix with Lakshana. Then only the Panchakarma will be more effective. And so that is a fundamental basic concept behind the Purvarma of Panchakarma. Hope you are following. Even we know the Shakha to Koshtagadi, what is required is Vritti, Abhishandana, Paga, then Vayosh Nigraha, these things needed. So we have to bring the Vritti of dosha in Shakha, Abhishandana of dosha, Paga of the dosha, because dosha in the leaner stage in the bodies. By doing Sniktha, by doing Snehana, all these 3 things will be happening in the Shakha. So that is the definition of Snehana. Snehana, Sneha, Vishinda, Mardava, Kalagagara. Okay, so Snehana is defined like that, something which helps in Paga of the dosha, Vishindana of the dosha. Vishindana means then Ulklesha of the dosha. So that is a lot of definitions are there. This is the most important, beautiful definition of Snehapana. Okay, so what I told is disease is because of malasangia. Treatment is elimination. For the elimination, bring back the dosha, Snehana plays the most key role. And different types of Snehana are there, classifications are there. I thought it is for PGs. Generally, I will tell you, based on the action, we can divide into Shodhana, Shamana, and Brahmana. Say some pain is in the knee joint or there is an ulcer in any part of the body. You give any grida, any snehana, tikta, mahatikta, kulilita, it get cured. That is called a Shamana type of snehana. So before Vamana, for making good klesha, what snehana we are doing, that is Shodhanatha Snehavana. Then, of course, for Brahmana, we give along with the food, mamsas and all. So 3 types is based on the karma. Then based on the dose also again 3 types of sneha is there. Hrasya Matra we are giving, Hrasya Matra we are giving. Samala we are giving, then the Shodhana also giving. That is 24 hours for Shodhana according to Vakpada. 12 hours for Shamana again according to Vakpada. Then Brahmana it's 6 hours. There is a difference of opinion among Acharya. I am not going to the difference. Then the different Paga, Mrudu, Khara, Madhya Paga is there, Then even the application-based Bahya and Abhindra Snehana procedures are there. Again, there are some special names, Achavana, then Sadhya Sneha. These all are classifications. Even Yama, Trivur, and Mahasneha is there. When we mix 2, mix 3, Didiya, Tridiya, Chadurtha. So a lot of classifications in Sneha is also there. The most important is Brahmana, Shamana, and Shodhana. Okay. I think these all are things you organizers expect from me. And again, I got some questions also. Yesterday night, actually, I didn't see the questions. I just ran through it. One was how summixed klama is correlating with summixed. There is no need for correlating klama. Klama is a summixed lashna. Nothing to do with the fat metabolic standard. Klama is a summixed lashna. You have to consider like that. Then does Snehavana become Sadhya after 7 days? Definitely. Snehana becomes Atmya. If it is not being properly executed, need not be after 7 days, maybe after 10 days or 12 days. The point is how we calculate, how we count the days. So today you start Snehavana, first day, a small dose, 30 50. Tomorrow a little big dose, like we increase the dose. So in the 7th day, say for example, it may be 250 or 300. So we are counting 1 to 7. First day is 30 milli, 7th day is 250 or 300 milli. So in the 7th day, what happened to the grida? What happened to the ghee we consumed? Definitely, that became an asadmya product, asadmya material in our body that will remain as an asadmya thing in the srodhas, in the dosh, and the dhatu where it is accumulated. So that is called the asadmya of the sneha. Seen first day 30. What happened to that 30? That is digested properly and absorbed and stored as energy. Next day 50. That is also being absorbed, stored as energy. That becomes sadmya. So for Ulklaisha, we need a sadmya type of snehana. So among the 7 days, only first 2 days became sadmya, and the remaining 5 days became asadmya. So when you count, don't count the first day and second day. These 2 days are for just testing the Agni. How is your Agni? Know the capacity of the Agni. So that is not part of Snehavana. So real Snehavana starts from the 3rd day. So the total it comes 5 days only. So 8th day also we can give, 9th day also we can give. So it becomes 7. In that way, if you proceed Snehavana, no question sadhya, definitely we get Samisrishna within the 7 days or within 9 days. 9 means 5 plus 2 is 7. You remove the 2, then 5 plus 7 plus 2, 9. Okay. Like 5 days and 3 days. The message is you fix the dose. For this particular patient, asadmya type of dose is 200. Okay. Then do the Snehana 200 daily for 7 days. Definitely some restriction will be there. In Madhyama Goshta, it's 100 milli. Give the 100 milli daily for 5 days. You'll get some restriction. Definitely in between the Agni increases, so we have to increase the dose also. Okay. Then regarding the diet is very clearly mentioned. So Dravosha Anapishyanti, that is in the Adhyavatya Snehana. Drava, Ushna, Anapishyanti, and hot. Snigdha Dravosha Hinnot. So lot of references are there. So better ideal Chudala Ganyi, little warm paya will be ideal for the snake during Snehana. Then Adhisnigdha experience, I don't have any experience about Adhisnigdha Rishna. Then when to stop Snehana? It's asked like that. But is Udgara Shuddhi. No, Udgara Shuddhi is not a warning signal for stopping Snehana. Don't stop it. Because Udgara Shuddhi we get in the first day. Will you stop in the first day? No. So Udgara Shuddhi is not at all a tool or clue for stopping Snehana. So stopping Snehana, three things are important. So simply I can say Samislashna. That is not true. So, Vadalami Samislashna, Agnidipti Samislashna, but we are not going to stop. These things we get in the first day or second day. So you observe for Klama, Adasal Snehadarshana. Then fecal matter, the constituency snigdha is a snigdha fecal matter or oil mixed. No, that is not the point to stop. Asamhada varcha is the point to stop. Varcha should be in the asamhada consistency. So if klama is samhada varcha, other sense we can stop the snake. We cannot continue. Then another question was regarding cholesterol. Does it increases the cholesterol? Definitely, while doing snehapana, there will be increase in cholesterol. If it is Shodhana purpose, that's a transient increase. During snehapana, after snehapana, see there will be little increase in cholesterol, all parameters. But after Shodhana, all such things will come down. So there is nothing to worry about hypercholesteremia in snehapana. Even in hypercholesteremia, we do a lot of snehapana. We have a study report also that increases but subsides. But in Shodhana type of Shamana type of snehapana, little awareness is needed. Depends on the grida and the duration. There is every chance for a hike in the cholesterol level. So in hypercholesteremia patients, we can do Shamana type Snehana, but with great precaution and monitoring of the lipid profile. Then another one asked is this Dhanvendra Grada contains Tuvarada and Arishkara. So can we do Svedana during this means to hot water and all? Toiraga Arishkara, if it is directly giving, then all the restrictions. If it is a content of the Grida, 30-40 combination drugs are there. One among them is only Toiraga Arishkara. So nothing to worry. We can give hot water, no problem at all. Then during Parihara Kala, why Snigdha is installed? Definitely that is to maintain the achieved Snigdha by Snehapana. That is alpha Snigdha only. Don't go for a Ruksha type of diet during Parihara. Because this diet, what is called diet Ahara and Vihara, that is called is before Snehapana, during Snehapana, and after Snehapana. We have to strictly follow that. That will help in Vadanomia. Then easy digestion on the next. Don't give dusha, thara, liquid food. Then regarding anupana during snehapana, if the purpose is utklesha, better give hot water. Don't give yusha. Don't give this manda peya and all. But if the purpose is shamana, don't give hot water. Give some carbohydrate or protein. See this manda pay it's good because all the fat digests at the cost of carbohydrate only. So it is advisable to give carbohydrate during snehapana only if the purpose is shamana, not for shamana. So my 20 minutes over. I think I answered all the queries and the requirements. So any questions, I'm happy to answer. Otherwise, we end up. Thank you. Madam.
Please feel free to put your queries in the chat box.
Hello, sir. വസന്ത ഋതുവില് നമ്മളോട് ഭക്ഷണം വെച്ച് കഴിക്കാൻ പറയാറുണ്ടല്ലോ. പക്ഷെ ആ ഋതുവില് കായാഗ്നി ഭയങ്കര കുറവല്ലേ? പക്ഷെ അത് ഹെവി ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഇതല്ലേ? അപ്പൊ എങ്ങനെ ശരിയാവുക?
വെരി സിമ്പിൾ, ഡോസ് കുറച്ച് കൊടുത്താൽ മതി. നമ്മൾ ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കാതിരിക്കാറില്ലല്ലോ സർ. ഡോസ് കുറച്ച് ഗുരുവാകുമ്പോൾ ഡോസ് കുറയ്ക്കും.
ഓക്കെ സർ, താങ്ക് യു.
Chat box is what shall I do?
Hello, sir. There's some questions in the inbox. Sir, how do we determine the dosage of Shodhananga Snehapana right from the first day up to 7th day?
See, first day we are testing the Agni only. Do a small dose, not Matra. So 25 milli, 30 milli, even 10 milli also we get. Even sometimes 50 milli also we get. Just observe it. What time the patient gets appetite. Say after 6 a.m. give by 11 or 12 if you get the appetite around 6 hours. No? Then second day also give a test dose, maybe 75 or even 50 in some patient. Depends on the individual varies. So second day also you observe the patient. So by that time we will get an assessment. Yeah, for this particular patient, this may be the dose for 12 hours. First we decide for this Chodhanaka Snehapana, our intention is to fix a dose, fix a quantity, which will be get digested within 12 hours. I'm talking about Charaga, not by Vagbada. Vagbada is different. For Charaga, it's 12 hours. If that is our decision, by the first day and second day dose, we will get a conclusion. For this particular patient, 100 is the dose for digesting within 12 hours. So decision is over. Then the third day, you need not start the Snehapana. You can have a break and you can come back for Snehapana after a few days. So that day, the real Snehapana starts. You start with 100 milli. That's all. So today, the third day or the first day of Snehapana, you give 100 milli early in the morning. By evening, observe it. Most probably we get it by 6 p.m. only. 12 hours we will get it. Okay, so the second day of Snehapana, again, if you keep the same 100 milli, definitely that will be get digested by 4 o'clock or 3:30. Because all Snehemeva Paramanala Deepana, all Sneha, Deepti. So definitely we have to increase the dose in the second day. The third day also, the time comes back. So every day we have to increase the dose. So 100 is the minimum dose in the general condition, not in the condition of Sneha. General condition 100 is there. As we progress with the Sneha, appetite will increase, acne will increase, then we have to increase the dose. Then the dose daily, depending on the acne. Sometimes 6 p.m. means it may get 7 p.m. That time we will reduce the dose. So acne is for monitoring Sneha. So the point, first 1 or 2 days test the acne, fix the dose, start the Snehana with that dose. That dose also varies as per the acne. We don't fix the dose for 7 days. It varies. Okay. And then another question.
Sir, one more question. How to identify the Asatmya Lakshana of Snehapana?
Asatmya. Asatmya, you are asking Asatmya.
Sir, the chat box is like that.
Yeah, if it is Satmya, nothing will happen to the body. If it is Asadmya, we get Samyasthita Lakshana. Asadmya. Asadmya means Sneha became a foreign body, an unwanted substance to the body that will remain in the body. So that will create some problems in the body. That creates two problems. One is there is a particular disease condition. No? That condition will aggravate, especially the kapha dominant conditions, pitta dominant conditions will aggravate. The vata dominant condition will subside. Say, for example, in psoriasis, itching will aggravate, exfoliation will aggravate, but pain is there. So psoriatic arthritis pain will subside. Then the size of the lesion will increase, area will increase. It start oozing, wetting and oozing will start. But the disease is a sudden symptoms of Snehana. And as an individual, if the disease is not there, then also there are some symptoms. And that is the Vadana, this, as I told you, Klama, then the other cells Sneha Asamhada Varchas. This is one of the symptoms in asapnea. So look for the general symptoms and the specific symptoms. Specific is specific to the disease. In Sapnea, nothing will happen to the body. Okay.
Hello. Sir, one more question. It's like during Snehapana, when patient does not pass the bowel for 2 to 3 days, what does that indicate and how to proceed next?
We are in the wrong way. Stop Snehavana. That is Vadanovamya. The first day there will be constipation. Need not pass stools. Second day it starts. No problem. If third day also if persists, then stop Snehavana, do something for the bowel. Because all Panchakarma, it is advocated or administered, advised in the Vadanovamya stage only. I mean in the Koshta level. In constipation, Snehavan is not indicated. In constipation, if for leaving constipation, we have tools. With some chara and all we can give to them. But continuous Snehavan, there is no meaning. Because Vadanlom is the most important symptom for monitoring this Snehavan. So do something for getting the bowel free of. If proper Snehapana was there, I mean, before Snehapana, we had to prepare the patient for Snehapana. We know the Mamsala, Medra, Slashmana, like, see, four things are needed before Snehapana. One is you do the medicines, Shamana medicines, any medicines with oil, without oil or grada. You give the Kashaya, you give the tablet, give the Rishna, no problem. You can put the patient for fasting. In total fasting, or 50% food you can cut, or you cut the lunch, or you cut the dinner. Likewise, adjust dose. Then you put the patient takravana, fresh takra, totally butter removed. Give it for 3 liters, 4 liters per day. No food, nothing. Whenever the patient asks for food, asks for drink water, give takra only. Then you can put the patient in a procedure. Any procedure, any Ruksha procedure like the Dhara, Udvartana, Churnapendasveda and all. If you are preparing these patients with these four things or any of the four things, no question of a constipation during the days of Snehana. So Snehana is a Purvarma. For that Purvarma, we need another Purvarma. If that Purvarma is perfect, there won't be any constipation, no problems throughout the procedure. Patient will take large quantity of Grada within short period. We get very excellent sanitation. So this is what our experience here. Okay. Anything?
Sir, one more doubt is can you once again clarify the use of why Ushnachala is not mandatory in Shamana Snehapana?
In Shamana, our total intention is a fast digestion, fast absorption. Or we are aiming for our intention is make it satmya. Okay. Whereas in asatmya, whereas in Ulklesha type of Snehavana, our intention is to make asatmya. So the ghee should not digest very quickly, very fastly. Don't help the body to digest the ghee in asatmya type of Snehavana. Whereas in Sapmya type, it has to be digested properly, it has to be absorbed properly and stored properly. For that purpose, for enhancing the fat metabolism, carbohydrate plays the vital role. So fat digests at the cost of carbohydrates. That type of fast digestion absorption is not needed in asapnea because we don't want the grida to be digested quickly. We want the grida to be stayed in the srotas, in the dhatus, in where the mala is accumulated. That is asapnea. You know, asam, alam, malan, iredam, snehasya, asatmidam gadaha. If it is become satmya, then who will make the reflection there? So that is why in Shamana give this carbohydrate, Shodhana hot water. Now my first advice: don't give water. Never try to give water. unless and until the patient demands so. Extreme thirst is a high dryness is then give 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoon only. Water is hot, agreed, but water is water only. Water leads to Agnimadhya. Taptamiva jalam, analam upahadi. Water leads to Agnimadhya only. So never give a chance to get our Agni got digested, I mean reduced. So as far as possible, don't give water. If extreme thirst is there, give a little water. Shamana, this carbohydrate, show warm water only. Okay.
Sir, one question.
Yeah.
According to Shishruta, 3 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours, 12 hours, and 24-hour digestion is there. So can we adopt it in Shodhana Snehapana for that we can maintain this time for digestion? We can take it as a unique thing that this hour digestion we can calculate for a patient for Shodhananga Snehapana.
Definitely, if you are a fan of Susruda, please go with Susruda. If you are a fan of Charaga, go with the Charaga. And I am a fan of Charaga in the case of Shodhana of the Snehamana. Not I am in fan of a Vagbada. So usually we go with the Shodhana type of Snehamana, that is 12 hours told by Charaga only. Susra says five types. So Snehana is a dose, Divana is a dose. Different doses are there. If you are comfortable, you can go. But practically, it is not possible with Charaga and Vakpada because all of them are talking about 24 hours. It's a bit difficult. We can't do it same with the 24 hours. If you do 24 hours, then the next dose when we will give in between 2 dose carbohydrate is mandatory. Otherwise, we won't survive because brain needs carbohydrate. Only fat will not have the brain survival. So our experience is as per Charaga only, 12 hours. We give 6 a.m. in the morning. By 6 p.m. there will be appetite. That is what we practice. You can go with Charaga and Vak, but I am not against it. Actually, we are doing that thing only. Okay.
Hello, sir. One more question. It's like, how can we manage when a person gets vomiting or fever during the Shodhananga Snehapana?
Vomiting during fever. Fever.
Vomiting or fever? Both, sir.
Very simple. You just move to the sister's cabin. You collect the most bitter tablet what is available there. Maybe Kaishara or Yagaraja or any other tablet. Give the patient, ask him to chew like a sweet, like a candy, ask him to chew and take. The patient quickly vomit it out. Bus, that is enough. Sadhyo Bhukta Seva Sanjade Jare, Vamana is indicated. So the Vamana is the only solution for such a condition. Again, all Panjarma procedures, complications of all Panjarma procedures are managed with another procedure. Since their role is come second only. Do a procedure, then of course start medicines. Here, you do a Sadhya Vamana, no Snehana, no hot water, nothing is needed. Give some bitter things, or you just stimulate the throat. Patient vomit, the ghee will go out, the food will go out. Then put him on fasting. No medicines required. That usually happens. Okay. Anything else? No.
Hello, sir. One more question is like, how to understand or determine the 12-hour in Shodhananga Snehapana based on the appetite or Udgar Shuddhi?
How to understand the 12 hours, is it?
Yeah, sir. Based on the appetite or Udgar Shuddhi?
So 6 a.m. you take the grida. Say now one patient is now here. He has taken today morning also. So 250 milli 6 a.m. 6 and 250 there was no appetite that time. By 9:30, what he says, a little appetite is shall I take food? That is the question. Never you ask the patient to eat little more. So 10-15 minutes later that appetite will vanish. It will go out. That is a conditioned reflex. We do have the habit of taking breakfast early in the morning hours. So this is a condition. Then that appetite reduces. Then by 12:30, 11, 12:30, 1:30, again the appetite comes up. That time also, ask the patient wait little bit, 10-15 minutes, ask him to wait. then naturally that appetite will subside. That is also a conditioned reflex of lunch, the lunch. Okay, wait there. Then by evening, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, that time again the patient says appetite. That is not a conditioned reflex because next condition is dinner only. So that time, ask the patient whether Urgara Shuddhi is there. So in belching, a little bit of smell of ghee comes. So there is no Urgara Shuddhi. Again, after some time, he says, yeah, now clear Udgar is there. No smell, nothing is happening. Then give a little hot water, 1 or 2 spoon hot water, ask him to drink. Hot is a carbonated mixture, so definitely then Udgara will come. In that Udgara, if little bit smell or taste is there, ask him to wait. If nothing is there, if patient says no smell, it's totally digested, Udgara Shuddhi is there, that time don't give food. Wait half more hour, 15 minutes or 20 minutes wait, then only give food. Why? Because see, consider like that, 25 milli minimum quantity of ghee is to produce taste in Udgara. It's an assumption only. No? So minimum required quantity is needed for Udgara is, I mean, getting taste in Udgara is 25 minutes, suppose. If it is so, what about 24 milli? 25 minimum required for Udgara, tasting Udgara. 24 is there, then Udgara Shuddhi will be there, but 24 milli will be there in the instant. So, assume like that, even after Udgara Shuddhi, little bit of Ghruda is still remaining in the stomach. That has to be digested properly. Then only give the food. So, observe Udgara Shuddhi, wait for 30 minutes, then give the food. That is ideal, practical way what we are doing here. Okay. Is
Sir, one doubt. Sir, Thaila is important in Grahani. And sir, can you share your experience about Thaila Snehapana?
not only in Grahani, that is a wonderful medicine, especially in Vata Vyadhi. In Grahani also, when it becomes Vata dominant, Vada Grahani, Thaila is told. Tha Snehamrada Koshto Natishtanti Nilamia. That is the basic concept of advising Thaila and Grahani. When the Grahani becomes a Vada dominant, Vada Bhuvishta Koshto, then you can do. All other Vada Vyadhi like Gridrasi, Padigraha, all such conditions, even in hemiplegia also, we can give Thaila for Snehapana. Most of the time, Vata Vyadhi, Thaila is being given for Shamana type of Snehapana. In Kadigriha, we have a work here in Kadigriha, you do Snehapana with castor oil. Castor oil not a Vijayana medicine. Do Snehapana in the Shamana dose with the castor oil. Excellent result we get. That is Thaila. Then Valiya Sanjana, Vadashini Thaila, Shirugala, Madhuvishadi, all these Thaila can be used for Shamana type of Snehapana. For Shodhana type, in diabetes, Prameha, Sarshava Thaila is there. In Toronto itself, there is a work in your library, it is there. Sarshava Snehapana, very good result it is observed. So absolutely there is no problem giving Thaila for Snehapana. For Shamana and Shodhana can be used. Grahani also, that is Shamana type of Snehapana is advised in Grahani. Only the other dominant condition. Okay.
Question is like, can we give Snehapana in patients having any gallbladder problem or had done the cholecystectomy?
See, theoretically, no, what they after surgery, what they're advising is you reduce your intake of fried, right, or ghee oil preparations. See, I will share an example. We have a patient called Shalini. She's having psoriasis. Now it is going on. And 13 years back, 2010 or 12, she had underwent Snehapana by one of our PG students in that study. And all Vamana Viraj and all procedures were done. Then she came back. And what she is telling, uh, since 13 years, she don't have any recurrence of psoriasis. It was very informative also, we people. So she's telling that now the second recurrence is coming. So in between she had a surgery, cholecystectomy has done. She is not in a position to take Girda and all. Now that was a challenging case to her. She is Shalini nearby Kottagal. We have up to 250 milli of Girda. That is Girda is a pure Girda. She prepared in her home itself. That type of Girda. She consumed up to 250 milli on the 7th day. Absolutely, there was no problem. First day there was little appetite, little pain, colic pain came, then that subsided. There was no problem at all during these 7 days. And after we have done Virajana also, 23 Vega we observed. Now she started Snehapana, Shamana type of Snehana with the Tikta. She was taking Tikta 50 milli early morning by 8:30 now. So what I want to share is cholecystectomy, okay, bile production is there, but the concentration process is not happening. Bile is there. There are we can't say there is no bile. Gallbladder is there, that concentration is not there, bile is happening. So I think it is safe. We can do with great precaution. We can do Snehapana, no problem at all. That is the last experience I shared with great precautions. I'm no, and even after doing the Shamana, now the Shamana procedures, you see it. All the symptoms are subsiding. Every day it is happening. It is my mobile because today my PG shared it. Okay, so my advice we can go with the Snehapana. Absolutely, no, nothing to worry about. But observe any complications there. Okay. Anything else?
Hello, sir.
Please.
Sir, during Thaila Snehapana, patients seem to complain about acidity and acidic regurgitation. So what can be done, sir, in this condition?
That is not because of the thyla. The patients may be having a tendency or maybe having some gastritis. Compared to Grida, thyla is Krishna. Okay, Krishna and Dushna. Every chance of getting irritation is there. If there is some abrasions in the from the esophagus, GAT, stomach and duodenum, if there are abrasions and gastritis, definitely these symptoms. We are also observing things. That condition is not indicated. Because thyla is Dishnana, better is Girda. Girda is a little bit open also. Or the thyla dose, no, I told about 300 and 250, that is only thyla, 150 max and 200 is the dose. So don't go in that way. So if gastritis is there, any history of gastritis is there, bulging and such things are there, then pitta dominant style is not indicated also. Grida is the ideal treatment. Don't do it. Otherwise, absolutely no problem, we can give thyla. And again, think about which thyla is making that irritation also. That's also important. If it is pure tila thyla, there won't be any problem. If tila thyla prepared with some Krishna medicine, there will be problems. So accordingly plan. And if patient starts such things, you stop thyla and switch over to Grida. Nothing wrong. Once it is started with the thyla, doesn't mean to change. You can change. No? Okay. In some cases, still I remember we started with some thyla, then ended up in Madhushtiyadi. Continue the Snehavina Madhushtiyadi. Madhushtiyadi is a good drug for this gastritis also. Good result is there. Okay.
Sir, after taking Sahajaradi Medugubaga also acidity they complain.
Pardon, I didn't hear.
Sahajaradi Medugubaga Thaila.
Yeah. You can use Sarada Krishna.
But they complain acidity.
A patient
And
having
headache also.
acidity and
Headache also, sir, severe headache.
after Snehavana or during Snehavana?
During Snehapana.
See, you observe, we have Jiryamana Lakshana, we have Jirna Lakshana, we have Jirna Sneha Lakshana. among them, where Shirashula is mentioned, whether Koshashula is mentioned, look there. If the Shirashula is disappearing, vanishing gradually, then this is Jirimana Lakshana. If it is persisting, continuously it is persisting till evening, that is Snehajira Lakshana. So the drug of choice is different. That may be the problem. You change to some other and make sure it's only because of Snehapana. You roll out all other possibilities of headache, Chirishula, hypertension that may leads to headache. All such conditions roll out. And see the diagnosis also. It's not anything causing intracranial pressure. Simply Snehapana never causes Chirishula. It causes in the arm. If it becomes Snehajira, then it leads to Shirishula, Ulklesha, Prasega, Atmana and all. You study with other symptoms also.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. In some context, it is mentioned that Uttama Matra of Snehapana is also used as Shamana also, sir. What is your opinion, sir?
Yeah, that is being used. Say, for example, in mania. Mania means the patient is highly agitated, not under control. The patient is in the cell itself. And we have a uh, ഒരു- ഒരു- 1 minute. Just please. See, in mania, in agitated patients, when we do Snehapana, say 3 bottles. That means sometimes 200 milli or 300, 600 milli. So after taking 2 bottles, Kalyana Grada, patient asks for the next bottle. If anyone don't do next bottle. If you give that 3 bottles, within 10-15 days, patient becomes calm, quiet, and passive. Can be removed from the cell to the general ward. It happens. So this Uttamatra acts as Shamana in this condition. And think about other condition. It is Gira, it is Visha. So such Ati Vadi, high dose is required. But our experience only in psychiatric hospital, mental hospital only. That is not for Shodhana at all. Then
Sir, what about Avapeda Snehapana, sir?
what about means? It is told in the textbook what you are asking for it.
In Uttama
See,
Matra case, sir. Uttama Matra case.
Aveda, the recommendation is like that. Uttamatra and divided into 200. But we don't know what is Uttamatra. Uttamatra is 24 hours. That is theory only. For a particular patient, is it 100 milli, 200 milli, 300 milli? We don't know. And how will it divide it into 2? Usually, Aveda, what we do is usually say in erythral contractures, we have a patient with erythral contracture is there, urine total obstruction is there. They had a urologist consultation and they put a probe is there, a plastic probe they insert in the urethra, then the urine comes out. That was the condition. So in that case, we have done this Ovidus name. And what we have done is 100 milli Vasyama the give 100 milli Vasyama and the Grida. Immediately take kanji, food, kanyana, that pair. Then grida and food at the same time. That Shamana type by 7:38 that time. Then after digestion, when Udgar Shuddhi is there, again give the grida. Again 100 mil. That is the practice what we have done. 100 plus 100. We don't know it is Uttamatra. The patient is new to us now. So likewise, we continued up to 1 week. Like excellent result is there. Patient now never uses this probe. Urine is coming obstruction. And after that, we have done Avavidas, this Avagaha Sweda also. Avavidas Snehapana 7 days. Then Avagaha Sweda for another 7 days. Very good result, excellent result. Now the patient put on Osyama the Gruda in the Shamana dose. No, the Brahmana dose. Likewise, a small quantity 50 to 100 with the food, then again the same dose that we use in prostate, we are using. In incontinence also we are using. Need not be the Uttama, but practice is there. Okay.
Sir, one more question. Is it an ideal practice to administer the Yamaka Sneha for Snehapana rather than any single Sneha?
You mean together at the same time?
No, Yamaka Sneha like preparations.
Yeah, see, two things are there. Once we started Snehapana with the Padaludrida, that doesn't mean continue the Snehapana with the same Krida. It's not like that. You observe the patient as per the signs and symptoms, as per the changes in the signs and symptoms, we change the medicine. Okay, that is one condition. Then, if the condition, for example, tell you diabetic neuropathy, we know this is demyelination of the peripheral nerves. That demyelination means exfoliation, that is peeling up, the skin is peeling up. We can consider it as a vrana, some sort of vrana paga is happening there. Na paga pitar devi, So in the nerves, some paga process is happening. At the same time, patient is diabetic also. When we do Snehapana with Snehapana, what to do? See, this Dhanendra Grida is ideal for diabetes, Prameha we know. So with that Dhanendra Grida, you add some Tiktaga Grida. So Dhanendra Grida with the Tiktaga Grida. That is Yamaga. That is a routine practice we do. Okay. In diabetic neuropathy, that is Yamaga. Say in Shirashula, Kapaja Shirashula, vomiting sensation is there, pain is there. Induganda Grida is ideal. Same time patient is having constipation, habitual constipation. Induganda Grida plus Kumara Grida. That makes Vadalami also. Induganda is good for the Shirashula also. Even Mahatikta and Sumara Grida. So that type of combinations we tried. Good result is there. So depending on the patient, you select 2 grida or even 3 grida. 3 grida I have never done. 2 grida, a lot of cases we used to give in the IPD. It's a good combination. Good result is also there. Aragudha Mahadita grida is excellent in psoriasis, Actually, it's 2 grida. This company they prepared in. So when you prepare Gulgulu Tikta grida, you prepare the girda everything. Then when you add girda, you prepare girda with the gulgula medicines. When you add girda, instead of the girda, you add gulgula girda extra. That is again a combination of 2 medicines. Like some companies are also preparing. So the advice, the message is, see the condition. If the patient deserves 2 girda, mix it, give it. It's good, absolute good. It's for Shamana only, not for Shavana. Okay.
Sir, one question. Sir, how will we assess the Samyak Lakshana of Shamana Snehapana? And it is mentioned that Virejana Patya is mentioned for this Patya for Shamana Snehapana also, sir. And can we do this Peyadikrama in Shamana Snehapana, sir?
See, again about the Pathya, Virendra Pathya means after Virendra, when the update comes, take Snehana, then food, Peyadikrama. In Snehavana, first day 50 milli given, suppose. Shall we ask the patient to take Peyadikrama in the day, same day? No. Or the second day, third day, when what time shall we follow the Samsarjana? See, so that is not needed. Samsarjana is a requirement when there is Agni is less. You see, Shante Agni Priyade. So, considering the level of Agni, extreme Agni Madhi is there. See, one patient last day we got Virejana up to 43 Vega. 3 days continuously there was Virejana. So, think about the Agni. If you give a biryani after that, what will happen? So, it's very difficult. If you give Kanyi also, it's very difficult. If you give Peya, then also it's very difficult. So 1 teaspoon Kanyi Vellam, that is little bit lukewarm, thin lukewarm water, give 5 milli, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, likely gradually increase that. If the Virejana Vega is 20 around Madhyama Shuddhi, then you can give little more. Directly we give and the Kanyi, no need of this water. If Vega, we can give you the rice itself, or one Annagala you give Kanji and follow. So what the message is, you are only looking into the Agni, Vyadis and Vaisa. Whereas in Shamana Snehapana, Sneha itself causes Agni Vrti, Devina Pasana. So that samsara is absolutely not required for Shamana type of Snehapana. But think about other Pathya, food and not the pair. In Snehavan also, Bhojan Matraya passing given. Such things we can adapt in Snehavan also, not the Payadikrama. Samsarjana Krama, absolutely that is not required. Okay. Then regarding another question, when to stop? No, definitely. Vigara Upashamana is the indication. Samyak Snigdha Lakshana of Shamana Snehamana is Vyadhi Mardavam or Vigara Upashamana. You see, look into the Samyak Snigdha. We have around 42 types of signs and symptoms called as Samyak Snigdha. Vagbada, Shushruta, Charaga, and Kashyapa. In Kashyapa, you see a lot of symptoms stored, all are Shamana. Shirashulakara, Vyadhi Mardava, Medha Prapti, like lot of Shamana symptoms are there. So it's our responsibility to divide the Snehavana, the list of Snehavana into two. These set of symptoms for Shamana, this is for Shodhana, this is for Ulklesha. And this Shamana, we get the Vyadhi Mardava. See, Anga Laghava is there, is a sammislation. Never get in Ulklesha type of Snehavana, only in Brahmana and Shamana. I'll tell you an example in Parinamashula. Severe pain is there. You start Snehavana with Enigrada. See, we have a study also. You start Snehavana with Indigandagrada. After few days, 4 or 5 days or 10 days, this bad smell is coming down, burning is coming down, only pain is remaining. That means that the vrana inside that ulcer, no, that become now it's a Shuddha vrana. Previously it was a Dushta vrana. Lot of slough and pus might have covered on the ulcers. After taking Indaganda, that will be cleared. Now the Dushta vrana turns to Shuddha vrana. That time we get extreme pain only. No symptoms of Agnimadya, no symptoms of Amadya. That type don't stop Snehavana. You continue Snehavana with the Tikta vrana. Changing is that. Then after 1 or 2 weeks, that pain gradually subsides, and after 2 weeks, absolutely no pain, completely pain subside. We can stop it. That is the Samyak Lakshana of Shamana type of Snehapana in Parinamashula. In Shirashula, you give the other, after 1 or 2 weeks, that pain will subside. In knee joint pain will subside. Okay, likewise, for what particular symptom we are giving, that has to be subsided. That is the Samyak Lakshana of Shavana Snehapana. Okay.
So next out is how we can differentiate Sadhya Sneha and Brahmana Sneha practically.
No, the situation is entirely different. Sadhya Sneha is to be done immediately. It's an acute requirement. Sadhya Sneha. Whereas Brahmana Sneha is a planned process. For this particular patient, we are planning for Brahmana type of Sneha. And that has to be given for a long period. Sadhya Sneha is a Sadhya Sneha. Today only, tomorrow only, day to tomorrow. And we are planning a patient for Omanar Virajana, but the patient is not able to take the Shodhana type of Sneha. That high dose, these 7 days, not at all feasible to do that Snehana. So it's an alternative Sadhya Sneha. They give 1 day or 2 days. Don't expect a Samyasana. Whereas Brahmana Snehavana is a treatment modality. So for this particular patient, he is an emaciated patient. Vadarekta, Vadarekta, extreme emaciation is there. Karshida is there, Lakhava is there. We plan him to do Snehana to Brahmana type Snehana. We take any type of any Snehana, like in the Shatpila, whatever may be, give it for a long period. Then that Brahmana will happen. Brahmana will never happen in Sadhya Sneha. Sadhya Sneha for making Snithala. Brahmana is for making Brahmana. Brahmana is a gradual process, Snitha is an acute process. So entirely different, not compare both things. Purpose is different, procedure is different, drug is different. Okay. Anything?
Sir, one more question in the chat box. It's like how to give Snehapana with castor oil. What is the maximum dose and in which all conditions can we give? Can you please share your experience, sir?
If the question is asked by a PG student, please study the reference of cases. Sadik Toshna Verandam Sadhu, we study it. And castor oil is a precious trigger. It's an analgesic trigger, an anti-inflammatory trigger. It's the best for Vada Vyadhi. Okay. Uh, so do you believe after giving 30 milli castor oil or 20 milli castor oil for Virajana, does it cause a Vadashamana, Vrishya, analgesia effect? And no. Castor oil is a beautiful Shamana medicine. That has to be administered in the process of like Shamana Snehapana. I tell you what happened here in a low back patient that he was doing our PG student 5 milli castor oil in the early in the morning, that is 7:30 or 8 at the time of breakfast. 5 milli, 10 milli, 20 milli, 30 milli, like very gradually increase the dose. Like Vishaganya, we are making Visha in the body. Shamana is like that. It becomes Agni of the body. It becomes absorbed and then stored in the as energy in the tissues. So very gradually increase the dose. In the OP, it has been done in the OP level. Patient is going to office, no need of taking leave. There is no loose bowels. If you prepare in this way. So in that study, up to 70 milli they have used. After giving 70 milli castor oil morning, Virajana happened once or twice. But instead of that, if you give 70 milli at a time today or tomorrow, there will be more than 10, 20 Vega. So Shamana is like that. It is for making Satmya in the body. If castor oil makes Satmya, continue up to some extent. That is, let the back pain come down. Let the GAT problems come down. In that way, we can continue the castor oil. This is study published also. Okay.
Sir, next question. How to fix the dose of Shamna Snehapana, sir?
Uh, are you a fan of Susudava Akpada and Charaga? First decide like this. I'm a fan of Charaga in this case. Charaga says 6 hours. So morning you take by 8 a.m. By lunch 1:32. He has to take the lunch. That is the usual dose we administer. Any quantity that digests within 6 hours. Or in the evening also. In the evening, if you take dinner little early, say 5:36, I take the dinner. Then by 9:30 there will be good appetite. That time we can give the sneha. So by morning that will be good digestion, and there's no need to take leave also. You can go. Sayangalam, Sayam Snehapana. So duration 6 hours, the quantity digesting within 6 hours. I told you about that psoriasis patient, no? Cholecystitis. She's taking it in this way. 50, 75, I think that is the dose. Today is the 5th or 6th, 7th day. The rashes are all immediately coming down. Patient is very happy also. That type of Snehapana really gives good result. Only after Shodhana, I told you, no? Can you see the rashes here? Lot of rashes are coming.
Yes.
Yes.
It is just like oozing out. Rashes is oozing out. She's telling like that. And later, is it difficult? No? Only the color change
Yeah.
is there. This is 5th day of Shamana Snehapana. We will continue it for 1 or 2 weeks, I hope. By that time, the skin will be perfectly all right. So definitely, Shamana gives a good result. Absolutely good result is there in Shamana. Another rash was in the hand also. It's a bit difficult, no? Some eruptions, rashes are there. It's not clear. Okay. Anyway, this is advice. You give Snehapana proper Shodhana, then start Snehapana again as Shamana dose. 6 hours. Previously it was 12 hours, now it is 6 hours. Definitely you will get excellent result. Okay. Anything else?
So one more question is like, can we use matcha for Snehapana? Any practical, like clinical experience regarding that?
Not for Shodhana. Shamana we can use Majja and Vasa we can use for Shamana. It's very heavy, no? Very little dose is required. We have a study on osteoarthritis with Vasa. Good result was there. No, don't try for Shodhana type of Snehapana. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one more question. It's like during Snehapana, patient often get bored with repetitive meals like Mudgayusha and Kanji. So, other than Kanji and Mudgayusha, what foods can be given to the patient?
Why you are giving a repeated dose? Repeated dose is not required. In Snehapana, our target is 12 hours, no? After 12 hours, only one meal is there. That we can take. Question is it for Shamana or Shavana? If it is Shamana, absolutely we can go for a normal food. That doesn't mean the heavy food. Rice we can give, morning you can give that idiyappam, such things. Don't give idli dosha. Steamed food is good. Mudga is good. There's no problem giving. Shamana, for Shodhana, Kanji, that Peya, Vilebi, such things are good. And Mudga and all we can use. Chapati, parota, like Rusha, Snigdha, Dravosha, Dhanyotra Subu, that type of Snigdha, Drava, and Ushna type of food we can use. Then,
Sir, how we for that Avapeda Sneha, how much we can give this before the meal, morning time, and after the meal, sir? How we divide the doses, that Uttama Matra, how we can divide, sir?
yeah, that's what I told you. We don't have any reference. Uttamata is like this. Only reference is 24 hours. Any quantity that digests within 24 hours. For this particular patient, we don't know. We have not committed Uttamata before. How will you decide? No? So it's a practical problem. So that is why we used to do like this. We take a dose, divide into two. In between give kanji, that food. So total tomorrow morning he gets appetite. So that time is okay. 24 hours we got, but in between there is food. Sneha plus food it is 24 hours. Uttamamatra means there is no food. The Sneha itself should digest within 24 hours. So that is a difference, a controversy in this particular thing. Practically, I told you, we take a dose looking at the patient, take a dose like 100 milli we usually give. Some patients 150. If after taking 100 milli, you give the food, then it easily cooks, digests. Then next dose you make it 150. No problem. Till tomorrow morning there won't be any food. So in between two grida, food has to be digested, and that process totally exists for 24 hours. That is why we are doing. It need not be correct, but we are getting the result. That is why we are following it. Okay.
Sir, is there any problem for that 1 day gap is coming?
For what? 1 day gap for?
For Uttama Snehapana, sir.
Where the gap is coming? 1 day gap.
Sir,
Where?
Certain Avapeda Matra, while giving Uttama dose, the 1 day gap will be coming now, sir. So is there any problem in that 1 day gap?
No, there is absolutely no problem. We are not going for Ulklesha. Our intention is not make Ulklesha. Our intention is Shamana only. Let the symptoms subside. So always Kala plays a big role in all our procedures. Kala. Geologist is told no. Langanam Sedaram Kala. So do Avapeda Snehana 1 day, make a gap, do the next, make a gap. Absolutely there. What problem? Problem is absolutely not there. Does we get a good result or not? We are getting result in this way. And you need not go for the gap also, no? Morning give the grida, then the medicine. Grida, food. Wait for appetite, give the medicine. If the medicine digests, subsides by evening, if we can take food, then absolutely no right. Tomorrow morning we can start the same thing. Now only message in between two sneha food is needed, carbohydrate is needed. Without digestion carbohydrate, fat will not digest properly. And that is why I told. So today you give morning you give grida, then food, then other grida. Then the appetite comes in the next day morning. Then don't repeat the sneha. Give food. Or then we can reduce the dose. You need not give 100 milli, give 50 milli or 75 milli. By 11, 12, patient will get appetite. Give the next dose. Then by evening 8, 9 p.m. he will get appetite. Give food. Next day morning we can give the snehana, no problem. Only thing in between two grida, there must be carbohydrate. That is only message. And this is a sharing of experience only. You need not follow such things. Need not be the correct one. Okay. Please.
Sir, whether we take that Madhyama Matra for that Avapida Sneha, but it is in that visual it is said that is Uttama Matra for that Avapida Sneha, sir. What about that Madhyama Matra can we adopt, sir?
What I told is 100 milli. Is it Uttara Matra or Madhyama Matra? We don't know. This is an experience only. Uttama Matra means a big dose. Take it that way. When you give Uttama Matra is it has to digest 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours. So in between we have to give the food. Then only it become Avapida Sneha. Then the 24 hours will extend. Another 6 hours, another 24 hours it requires. You got it, no? Suppose Uttama Matra is 300, that will digest within 24 hours only. But in between the 300, we are giving food. So within 24 hours, never it get digested. 24 plus, maybe 6 more hours. Then can we call it as Uttama Matra? So a lot of discussions are there. You are talking only on Avapida Snehana. If you do the Snehana, another option I will tell you not in Avapida Snehana, routine Snehana, do Snehana like this, like this, like this. And today he got appetite by 6 p.m. in the evening by 200 milli. And tomorrow we can give Snehana the double dose, 300 or 400 milli. So naturally patient will get appetite after 24 hours, next day. So that is the end day, 7th day, last day. So we are not intended to continue Snehapana next day also. So we are planning to stop in that day. Then we increase the dose, that will get digested within 24 hours. Then no need of repetition again the next day. So in that way of also we can do Uttama Matra in Shodhana type of Snehapana. Previously we have done it also. Till next morning there won't be appetite. But thing is, if Samyak Sridhalation is not obtained that day, then it is not possible to do the repeat the Snehapana. We have to give anyway, we have to give food. So one day gap will come. And if you are damn sure this is last day, this day he will get Samyak Sridhalation. Okay, give the maximum dose for one day, this for one day. That way also we can practice. Okay. Then anything
Okay,
else?
sir. There are some participants who raise their hands. They can turn on their microphone the respective order. I will call their name if they have queries still.
Oh, sure.
Dr. Sushma. Dr. Tanuja.
Hello, sir.
Namaste,
Good
sir.
morning.
Namaste, namaste.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Session is very well going. Good session. So my two queries are there. One is how do we give the Snehapan in diabetic patient up to what up to time? And second is for ureters, which Snehapan we can recommend.
Somebody ഒന്ന് റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാമോ? ഞാൻ ക്ലിയർ ആയില്ല. പ്ലീസ് ഒന്ന് പറയാമോ ആരെങ്കിലും കേട്ടത്? What she asked? Hello?
Tanuja, can you please repeat?
No, if you had, you tell me, because there is some problem.
Sir, snehapana in diabetic patients and liver transplant cases.
Diabetes and liver transplant patients. Please.
Snehapana.
One individual with diabetes and liver കിട്ടിയില്ല മനസ്സിലായില്ല.
How can we do snehapana in diabetic patients?
That is one question.
And also in patients underwent
Restriction which Snehapan we can use.
There are two questions. One is diabetes, one is liver transplant. Is it?
yes, sir.
Okay. Diabetes. See, madam, thank you for the question. In diabetes, there are two chances of doing snehapana. One is for shodhana. Because diabetes is a shodhana sandhi disease, so vamana viridhan has to be done. That time, we can do snehapana as a purva karma for vamana. Okay. Absolutely no problem. We can do it not in the madhumeha, in the vadiga stage, except in vadiga stage. All other conditions are indicated for snehapana and shodhana. So in diabetes, better go with Sarshavagrida, Sarshavataila. Sarshavataila is ideal one for doing Snehapana for Shodhana purpose. Okay. If it is little bit Vadi and all, Dhanandra Grida is also good, but ideal one is Sarshavagrida. That is for Shodhana purpose. Even with the Shuddha Grida also, we can do Snehapana. Absolutely, there is no problem. That is for Shodhana purpose. In Shamana purpose also, we can give a lot of Grida preparations are there. Number one choice is Grida, this one, Dhanandra Grida. Dhanandra Grida is the ideal one. Then if it is diabetic neuropathy, either you can add some neuro conditions, so medicines indicate for neuro conditions into Grida, like Tiktaga, Mahatikta, and Bluetooth they can add. Or as such, Pitta Hrida can be done for Snehapana. If it is diabetic neuropathy, diabetic retinopathy, we choose medicine that of told in the eye netra disease like Padolavic. Then Vadiya Meha, like emaciation, lot of wasting and all, go for some Tilatela. As such we can give. Or still further some sort of brahmana required, you can go for Vadashini Thaila is good, Shirvana is good, Dhanandara Thaila is good, such Grida. So the point is, in diabetes, 2 times Snehana is indicated internally. One is for Shodhana to make inflation, second one to subside the symptoms. That time use the medicated oil preparations. Then in liver transplantation, I do have no experience, man. We have never done it so far. But I think wrong in doing snehapana. It's a suggestion only. Only small doses we can start. Because no liver is there, there aren't many problems. Okay. Anything else?
So one more person is left. Dr. Viren Kumar Gupta. If you have any queries, you can ask. Dr. Sushama.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Sir, can you please put some more light on our Pidaka Sneha? There are so much of confusion. Like in our Pidaka Sneha, should we take it as a 24 hours as time? And between 2 Sneha, we are giving 1 meal, that is Peya. And is it like after giving first Sneha and after that we give meal? And after the digestion of that sneha and meal, then only we are giving next sneha, or in within that time only we are giving sneha. Then it is called as avapedaka. Can you please explain it little bit elaborately?
Madam, Avida means Pidana with two
Yeah.
Grida. In between
Yes,
there
sir.
is meal. So what is told in the classics, take the dose, that is Uttamamatra. But we don't know what is Uttamamatra for this particular individual. How can we know? No idea. So what we do, our practice, we do have some research works also. What we do is 100 milli, even after 200 milli also we have taken. We take 100 milli Grida or 200 milli, 150, whatever maybe. After the ghee, immediately give the meal also. Grida, meal. Then wait for the digestion. After 10, 12 hours, patient will come with good appetite. That time, give ghee. Okay, so ghee, meal, again ghee. That is the way we are practicing. We are getting good results also. I don't know, it's 24 hours or Uttamamatra and all. This is the way we practice here. Result is also there. Okay.
Sir, again, after the digestion of that ghee, evening what we give that ghee, it will get digested by tomorrow morning. And again, we'll do the same procedure next day. That's called as Avapidaka Sneha, what we usually practice, right?
If the second dose of ghee digests within the same day, in the evening or by night, there will be appetite, definitely. Then again, we can give meal there.
Okay.
Meal is very important meal. Without meal, don't do snehapana. So next day morning, we can repeat the same thing. So if the meal digests in the night, don't give ghee again. Don't give ghee. Two ghee is not. Because ghee will never digest if carbohydrate is not there. Only at the cost of carbohydrate, ghee digests, fat digests, fat metabolism happens. So give food. Next day morning, repeat the same thing.
If that night the patient do not get the appetite, next day morning we give food.
Yeah, give food, not ghee.
Yeah. Okay.
For the survival of the brain, we need glucose.
Yeah, sir. Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Welcome.
Now we invite Dr. Sina ma'am, the moderator of our first scientific session, for commenting.
Good morning.
Sina ma'am.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Can you able to hear?
Yeah, hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, I congratulate Manoj sir for his very intelligent and excellent presentation. But I actually expect a presentation from sir's side, but it became a question answer session. And I think the participants tried to excruciate the ideas and practical experience from sir. So, at first, sir, give an introduction to Panchakarma, where you have to do the procedure, and then he narrate the importance of Purva Karma, and after that, directly go into the introduction, question answer session. I think all of the Abhyandara Snehapana covered with his question answer session, and a lot of ideas regarding the Achapana, Snehapana, as Shodhana and Shamana, sir delivered in a intelligent way and a genuine way. Then once again, I appreciate the
Thank you.
the
Thank
team
you.
from Trivandrum for selecting sir for such a nice question answer session. Next time, I expect on presentation from sir side.
Next time means after some time today? No.
Little bit of net problem happened here. That is why.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Simi, anything more?
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir said very intelligent. Some of the answers are very nice. That during Hemanta Ritu, very little quantity of Snehapana is indicated because Hemanta Ritu, the Sharira Bala is very good. That is why such majavas are indicated, and such things sir deliver very intelligently. And then the liver transplantation case, actually it is an unethical thing we giving. I think like that, if we are giving snehapana to liver transplanted patient, it is actually contraindicated in our shastra also. Okay, anything more I want to tell, or shall we conclude? The time is over now because we want to wind up this session at 10:30. Now it is 11. Anything more?
No, I was told only 20 minutes you take and leave. But it's 1.5 hours.
But sir, they said that sir, in presentation from sir. That is why I expect a presentation.
Didn't share so far.
And
Only
it
20
is,
minutes was allotted for me. That's why I told 3 points.
they said 1 hour for sir.
But they didn't told to me. Message is there.
Okay, anyway, very nice. Actually, they excruciate sir. I like it. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for your informative session.
Thank you.
Let's begin the second session, which will be taken by Dr. Chandra, MD, PhD, Principal, Professor and HOD, Department of Panchakarma, Ayurveda College, Coimbatore. And the topic is Clinical Application and Practical Guidelines.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're here.
This is just give me some 1 or 2 seconds.
Sir, now we will say the introduction of Dr. Chandra, P. Sirs. He is an Ayurveda clinician, orator, author, teacher, and administrator having skill in doing Panchakarma, Shastra, Kshar, Agni Karma, imbibing the same to the students, and wish to take challenges in patient management, keen to learn the science and explore its scope and career, thus opening new pathways for future Ayurveda doctors. He visited and delivered lectures and consultations in more than 14 countries. He has treated more than 10,000 patients in the span of 16 years from all over the world. He did his BMS from Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College, Chennai, and his MD from the MD Panchakarma from Sri DGM Ayurvedic Medical College, Karnataka, and PhD from NIA, Jaipur. Previously, he worked as a junior doctor in Sushruth Ayurveda Hospital, Katakada, Kerala, and worked as a HOD in the Department of Panchakarma and RMO in Parshnikarao Ayurvedic Medical College, Kannur, and also tutor in Sri Shankar Ayurveda College, Tiruchirappalli. He worked in Ayurveda Retreat Hospital and Ahalya Ayurvedic Hospital, Palakkad. He published a book, Snehana, an insight exclusively on all Sneha Dravya and Karma with scientific explanation. He is the author of the chapter Kriya Kalpa of the newly published book, Pharmacodynamics and Pharmacokinetics of the Panchakarma, an exclusive text on detailed action of Panchakarma procedure with scientific explanation. He serves as a chairman and senate member at the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University, Chennai. He holds the position of PhD thesis evaluator and question paper setter for various universities. He is the member of ethical committee also. He received an award for being an expert panel member, contributing chapters of Panchakarma module at EMAP launching program at Amrita School of Ayurveda. Also, expert panel speaker for framing SOP for Prasuti Tantra Stri Roga procedure organized by the NIA Jaipur. Received late P.S. Rama Sharma Memorial Abhinav Charak Award in 2023. He is a resource person for many Panchakarma CMEs and Ayurveda Kaushalam. He conducted online training courses on the Panchakarma in clinical practice organized by the Ancient Ayurveda Institute of Training. Also, judge for the poster presentation in World Ayurveda Congress 2022 by Ministry of the Ayush at Panjim, Goa. He published and presented various research papers in national and international seminars. He got Best Paper Awards also.
Amma, excuse me, we are already running out of time. This is
Okay.
enough. My
Okay.
introduction is
Okay, sir. With immense pleasure, we welcome you, sir, to the session.
yeah. So my screen is getting shared.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, I thank Chandra Ayurveda College for inviting me to this webinar. The HOD, the principal, and all the eminent personalities. So I thank especially the Department of Panchakarma for keeping immense faith in me and asking me to deliver that topic. So before going to the topic, I need to say certain things. So when Trivandrum Ayurveda College, because I usually do my presentation, on the north side or Karnataka, or even to international students, then while traveling also. So when in Trivandrum Ayurveda College, people invited. So I was in dilemma whether I can tell freely things, because I always consider in my mind that they're very much shastric, and they don't deviate much from the shastra, because I'm a person who try to do certain new things, and I always believe that shastram jyotish prakashartam darshanam buddhiratmana, that one. Okay, so I was in dilemma how to present this topic actually. But thankfully, in the keynote address, sir told, I think superintendent sir told about how we need to be innovative, how we need to keep up the things with the others, because always people think that nam imam chakata chanaha, right? So one should never question the shastra like that. The new NCS, I'm also into that kind of thing where if we need to take it to people, we have to explain at least scientifically, at least hypothesis you should do, and after that, the practically things should be done. That's what I try to cover in my book also, where why the Samyak Snigdha Lakshana is happening, why is better, why only it is 7 days, okay, why Adisingha Lakshanas are happening. So I try to find an answer, and what is the real action of Sneha Dravyas inside the body. I wrote about this autophagy, all those kind of things. So basically, that keynote address removed my fear that, I think I have a freedom to speak my mind. Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to say is that the children or the students or even the teachers, like we should have a open-mindedness. At the same time, it should not be wrong also. Okay, so with that small note, I would like to start my presentation. So though they gave 1 hour, I try to, because it's a clinical application of practical guidance of Snehapana, because they didn't particularly say about any topic. Snehapana means it can be Shamana, it can be Shodhana, it can be Avapedaka, it can be Autarabatika. Okay, so like Shodhananga, then Sadhya Sneha, Vicharana Sneha, Bahya Sneha, Snehapana. Okay, so not excluding Bahya Sneha. So I didn't know, like, which one to choose. But anyhow, I prepared so much until Sadhya Sneha also. In that, I will give the important things within because within 1 hour time. So let us go forward and see, how it goes. Okay. So if you know this Sneha Gunas, just, because you cannot straight away jump into the topic. That's why I just wrote this about the Sneha Gunas. This all of you know. Okay. Then I'm trying to propose, in suppose because I have traveled more than 16, 17 countries, and lots of foreign patients I handled. So basically, how to explain this Snehapana to people, like I used to say ghee drinking, oil, fat drinking, all those kind of thing. So basically, then recently I started talking about this membrane lipid therapy. So basically, this is my idea. So people may agree, may not agree. I know if I am wrong, please, please people correct me. But if you go through about this membrane lipid therapy, you will understand that how our Snehapana works. Okay. So if you see this membrane lipid therapy involves, here I in the slides I try to put so much of what you say. So much of ideas here. When I present, I don't put this much since it's a webinar. I have to give enough number of content. Okay, so that's why I have put this much content. So if you see, this membrane lipid therapy involves the use of synthetic or natural compounds to modify the composition and structure of the cell membranes as a means to treat disease such as cancer, etc. So that's what, so the cell wall is made out of membranes, this lipid membrane, and we are using the lipids, okay, to penetrate, okay, and alter the cell membrane. Okay, so I consider this Snehapana is nothing but, so altering the cell membrane therapy, because the cell membrane is made out of lipids, as simple as that. Okay, modifying the lipid composition and structure of the membrane produces changes in the subcellular localization and activity of membrane proteins, affecting molecular entities involved in process such as downstream signaling. Okay, then regulate membrane lipid structure, and they produce a concomitant alteration in the localization and activity of signaling proteins. The net result of this effect is the modulation of certain signaling pathways that reverse the pathological. So I believe this is what is happening in Snehapana, signaling pathways and reverse the pathological state. Okay. So the main aim of membrane lipid therapy is to develop drugs that are capable of influencing lipid organization through principle of structure functioning, including a concomitant modulation of membrane protein localization and activity. So this type of regulation can finally induce changes in cell signaling and gene expression, which might serve to reverse the pathological state. So here you can ask, so develop a drug. So it can be any drug. No, lipid membrane. So the drugs which are penetrative to lipid, take the example if oil or ghee or anything. So it is equal to the lipid, because cell wall is made out of cell membrane is made out of lipids. So basically, you must understand that drugs are the medicines which is administered through this lipid medium is more beneficial and more easy, and they are very good, very good at it to cross or alter this lipid membrane, through that the expression occurs and the disease reversal happen. Okay, so I just want to clarify. Okay, so the use of lipids or the modulation of their levels in serum to treat, you can see this is very important. The use of lipids or the modulation of their levels in serum to treat certain metabolic disorders is known as lipid therapy. Okay, so basically this is what I consider as Snehapana therapy. We can think about in these lines, definitely. So the use of lipids are the modulations of their levels in the serum to treat certain metabolic disorders is known as lipid therapy. Okay, then this. So I am just proposing that about this membrane lipid therapy. Maybe we can equate. Nowadays, even NCSM is trying to. Some people may agree, may not agree also. But sometimes, if you want to explain to the non-Ayurvedic people, you do need. Of course, you can explain Ayurveda as Ayurveda also. Fine if they know a little bit time and if they have. But otherwise, you can just say these things so that something it will be easy for the say example if some high doctors are coming or PhD persons are coming. So when you talk in these lines, they can agree more, they can appreciate more, and they can understand more. Okay, oh, this is what the oil or ghee therapy is all about. Okay, this is what I tried. Okay, then the source of fat and chemical elements, this carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and glycerides are components of fatty acids and glycerol. Okay, you can see what is the difference between oil and fat. Okay, mainly liquid at room temperature, solid at room temperature. Okay, then Snehana, Vishanda, Mardha, and Kleda, this is the action of the body. Then what are the positive effects? Agni Deepti, Shuddha Koshta, Dhatu Parinama, Balam, okay, Varnendriya improvement, okay, and Mandajara, Shatayu. Okay, so basically, Snehana or lipidization can be Bahya and Abhyandra. Okay, so these are the Bahya Snehas. Okay, other Sneha applications. Okay, then you have Atarasti, Anuvasnasti, everything. Then Pradhan Karma as Snehaswada, preventive, rejuvenative, and curative, especially Snehana is preventive, rejuvenative, and curative. Okay. Then if you see general indication, if you see that totally, if you see indications of Sneha, but as a Puro Karma, you can say I just made a classification like that for Svedya and Samshodya. Different stages of life you can as Vriddha and Bala. In different conditions, Ruksha, Krushara, Bala. In different viharas, Nitya, Madhya, Nitya, Stri, Nitya, Krushara, Bala. Any type of Snehana you can use here. Either Shamana, Sodana, Brahmana, depends on the condition. Okay. Then different diseases, Vata Vikara, all those things. So it can be used in different times. It's like a multi-toad, it has the multi-purpose thing. Okay. So like different stages of life, it can be used in different conditions, it can be used different viharas, it can be used, and different diseases it can be used. Okay. Then now we will come to little bit of, because before going to Shodhananga or anything, must know about Achapana, because basically for Shodhananga purpose and Shamana purpose, this Achapana is given, that is pure unmixed ghee is given. Okay. Achastapayascha Achapayaha, that is Vadanadi Asamandi Satikpyayaha. So there should not be mixed with any food. Okay, Vadanadi or something. Adi means here food or medicines or anything. Okay. So Achaha Kevala, that is pure, unmixed. So now comes the question. Okay. So in a nutshell, Achapana, if you see, it's administered internally, used for Shodhana and Shamana. Patya must be followed. Large dose is given in Shodhananga, and Shamana it is moderate to mild dose is given. Okay. It is given for Shodhana or Shamana purpose. Okay. So basically, this is the difference between Shodhana Acha Sneha and Shamana Acha Sneha. Okay. You can see, as already Dinesh sir explained about this is, he made my thing little bit easier because so many questions were asked to him. Okay. You can see Matra, duration. Okay. Then time administration, then Anupanam, then Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas. Okay. And post therapy. Okay. You can see, where it is. Yeah. So you can see the differences I made in this slide. Okay. Then this is, once again, this question also has been proposed to me, whether we must, that's what I said, whether we should give pure ghee or we must give the medicated ghee. I'll try to explain from the text itself. You decide for yourself. Okay. Because both is available. Intake of Achasneha according to dosha. Kevalam paitike sarpir vadike lavananvidam deyam bahukape chapi vyoshakshara samanyutam. This is very, very simple to understand. So basically, if you see in Vata condition and Kapha condition, already it is very clearly stated with it should be processed with, okay, Samanyutam. Okay, it should be processed, because you cannot mix this Vyosakshara. Maybe as a main body you can, okay, little bit, or Lavana little bit you can mix. Okay, it is here, it is like a main body only, or it is like a you little bit add this dravyas to Sneha Dravya and give. Okay, that's what. Whereas in Kevalam, it is in Pitta it is Kevala only. Okay, in Kevala Pitta condition, in Pitta dosha it should be Kevala. So pure ghee must be given. This is what this state. You see the explanation from Dalhana and others, it's very clear. Kevalam asahayam anyadravir asamyuktam ityartha tacha samskritam asamskritam va. Okay. Satyaya api dravya samyoga samskartitam labhyatam eva. Okay. Samyoga samskaryor gunar binnatvam eva. Okay. Etena samskritam asamskritam va. Okay, you can see this line is very, very important. Kevala means asahayam anye dravya asamyuktam, without mixing with any other dravyas. Okay. Etena samskritam asamskritam va is very safe. Either you can use processed or unprocessed. Okay. Kevalam kvata churnadi prakshepa rahitam sarpihi. You should not add any prakshepa dravyas in pitta condition. That's why they said vatike lavananamidam kafe kshara Trikatu, they said. Okay. So you can use that prakshepa in vata and kapha condition, whereas here in pitta condition, prakshepa dravyas must not be given. Okay. Whereas samskritam kritam, pitta hara dravya is samskritam, you can always give like that. So if you see the Gayadasa, Pittahara Dravya Sadhitameva Kevalam Ityahaha. Okay, so basically it should be processed. Okay, Pittahara Dravya Sadhitam. Okay, so basically Pittahara Dravya, Sadhita means basically you must do, okay, Pittahara Dravya processing, then you must give it to patient. So you cannot give unprocessed ghee in Pitta condition. It is very, very clearly stated. Okay, so basically you can understand is Kevala means divide of Kvata, Churna, etc. Prakshepa Dravyas. Okay, so this question, I think I made it clear itself. So basically in Pitta, though it is said as Kavalam, but always processed Ghritam must be given in Pitta condition. Okay. Then if you see the Achapana Kala, maximum 3 days and 7 days. Okay. Then how about, so it is for Krura Kosta and Mrida Kosta. In Madhyama Kosta, it is Shadagam. So according to Arnadata, if the Kosta is Madhyama, it is only 6 days it should be given, or sometimes it can be in 5 days also. So 3, 5, 7, you can keep it. Okay. Then what do we do? If you don't get Samik Snigdha Lakshanas, okay, that there also, answer is there. But I want to stress a thing here. If you properly calculate the dose and the time of administration, okay, so because you see the Gritam or Thailam, it is same. Okay, how it acts as Shamana or Shodhana depends on the dose and time of administration. It is clearly told Shamana Kshuddhado Ananno Madhyama Matrata Shashite. Okay, Shuddhyartham Ahari Nishe Jirnev. So basically, if you follow Agni, proper Agni and Kosta Agni Vicharana, Kosta Vicharana, and time and dose, these 4 criteria, definitely you will get Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas. If you are not following this properly, or if you are not knowing this properly, then you will not get Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas. Okay, then you must give a break. Then you must start the Snehapana at proper dose and proper time. So how this Snehadravya act as same Sneha? You can take the Dhanundra Kritam or Mahana or anything, Mahanarayana Thailum. Whether it acts as Shamana Sneha or Brahmana Sneha, or if it is acting as a Shodhananga Sneha, all depends on when you are giving, how much you are giving. Very, very simple. So the medium is same, but depends on how you are administering, decides the action. Okay. So Sushruta explained 5 doses. That is for practical purpose. It is easy also. Okay. Then what is different matras is mentioned in Achapana? One is Rishiyasi Matra, Hrisva Matra, Madhyama Matra, and Uttama Matra. These are the 4 matras. Okay. And Sushruta depends on the time of digestion, explained 5 matra. Okay. And one more thing here, basically everybody should know about, Madam told one very clear thing. Depends on, many times when we talk about Snehapana, or many times when we administer Snehapana, we don't keep the idea of Rutu also. So definitely you should consider the Rutu, and accordingly you should modify the dose, because depends on the Rutu, the Agnibala also varies, right? So depends on the Rutu, you must modify your dose and time of administration also, because Rudubedana Snehapana is always there. Because sometimes, though we can say Rudubedana Snehapana is for Swasthya person, we can consider, it is not for explained for the Athura person, but still we must keep that one in our mind, because Rudubedana, our strength varies, our Agni varies. So that also should be, keep it in your mind. Okay. And these are the 4 matras of Achapana. And Sushruta explained, depends on the time taken for digestion, 5 matra. Okay. Then if you see, basically this is the thing, there is no proper dose fixation. Of course, later I will give you some practical ideas, the later slides. Okay. So basically the standardization in metric system is not at all possible. Actually, whatever I'm trying to explain, in the future slides, the metric system, It is, you can say it cannot be 100%, but it will be near to perfect. Okay. So because it is told, in our text, because Agni Vicharana and Koshta Vicharana is the base for fixing the dose, because every individual is different. So basically, Agni Vicharana, Koshta Vicharana is very, very important. Okay. It is very, very important. Then knowing the Agni and Koshta only, you can fix the dose. Okay. That's why it is difficult to fix the dose. Depends on in the numeric system. Okay. Then Anupana, as Sar already told, there are many places I have seen. We tell like the patient to drink, like, okay, whenever like you drink hot water every half an hour, like that. It is not necessary. Jalam Ushnam Gridepayam. So, when the patient feels too much thirst, when the Sar explained very beautifully, it is like, these are the small points one should understand. It is not that after giving Snehapana, immediately ask the patient every half an hour you sip, Ushna Jala, Sadita with Shunti Dhanyaka Jala, like that. No, not necessary. If a patient feels thirst, if a patient feels that he want to drink water, okay, then only you should. Even in the normal course, as you would have known, people get up in the morning, they drink like 2 liters, 3 liters of water, and they proudly say, I drink. No, it's not necessary. You understand, when all the things, food, when you need, you eat. Like that, even the water, when you need, you must drink. That's it. Okay, you should not force yourself to, because it is said what it is, like not generalized, it is individualized. Many people may not need that much. Pitta person may need more water. Kapha person may not drink that much water. So like that also here, basically, you can ask the patient, Shunti Dhanya Jala can be taken, but whenever necessary only. And you see basically why they said, I try to explain also. So I try to find answer. Also, I always do that. Okay, I try. That's it. So Balataka, it is cold water because it is Ushna area. Other, it is Ushna Jalam. Then why it is said Yusham and you in Majja, Yusham is a very good Anupana for Vata. Okay, why it is said for Vata? For because Yusham contains more protein, alkaline in nature, and it counteracts the Vidahi nature of the Thailam. That's why Yusham is given in Vata, person. Then Vasan Majja are Gurutama in nature. So Lagu Anupana must be given. Mandam is a simple starch and digested easily. Hence, for Vasa and Majja, Mandam is given as Anupanam. Okay. Then now we'll see little bit, as I told, they have not mentioned about which Snehana I should take. I'm touching different Snehanas. Okay. So now coming to the Shamana Sneha. Rogasya Shamanartham Ubinjamana Sneha. No, this loka, nowhere it is there. I just wrote it here. Okay. So Dosha Anutkarshni Matra, Sarvamarga Anusarani, Balya, Punarnavakari, Sharira Indriya Chetasam. Okay. So it is Dosha Anutkarshni Matra, Sarvamarga Anusarini. It enters each and every cell of the body. Balya. Okay. Punarnavakari. He explains Punarnavakari because Nishesha Dosha Haratvena completely subside the dosha. That's why it is called as Punarnavakari. Sharira Indre Chetasham. Okay, it is good for rejuvenation of, because Nishesha Dosha Haratvena, it makes the Sharira Indriya as rejuvenation. Okay, then when it is Pibet Samshamana Sneham, Annakale Prakakshitaha, Kshamanaha, Kshudvato, Ananno, Madhyama Matra. This is very important. So, if you see this criteria, if you fix this criteria, then only you will get the proper. Okay, here you can use the Rutu also, because sometimes in certain Rutus, morning it should be given, Snehapana can be given. So especially that Rutu can be, Rutu Vedana Snehapana is more applicable for Shamana Sneha and Brahmana Sneha. Okay, not for Shodhananga Sneha. Okay. So in Ushna Rutu, in Sharad Rutu, like that they have explained. So Shamana Sneha can be given in the morning or in the evening also. Okay, depends on the Rutu. Okay, Pibet Samshamana Sneham. So for Shamana purpose, it should be Annakali when the person is having good digestion and in Madhyama Matra. Okay, then basically what happens if you administer the Shamana Sneha without hunger or without good appetite? So it will not act as a Shamana Sneha, because in a Bubukshita person, the channels are covered by Kapha And the Sneha Dravya cannot pervade Sarva Sharira due to Kapha Vrta Srotas, and the unpervaded Sneha cannot do Dosha Shamaka, which is the main purpose of Shaman Sneha. Dosha Shamaka is the main purpose. So Dosha Shamaka will happen only if the given Sneha Dravya pervades every part of the body. If the Srotasas are avarna with Kapha, then this Shamana given Sneha cannot pervade Sarva Sharira. Then how Dosha Shamaka can happen? This is the reason why in Bubukshita person only it should be given. Okay? And for Shamana purpose only Acha Sneha should be. Okay? Then Patya, you can see for Shamana Sneha, always if you are going for Shamana or anything, Shodhananga, Patya should be followed. Atta Uttamaya Matra Snehapanantram Patyam Karyam Arnudatta. Okay, so after intake Shamana Sneha, the patient is advised to follow Patya. Upacharastu Shamane Karya Sneha Viriktavat. Deya Yusho Rasova, Syad Akurto Krutova, Alpa Alpa Sharpishkova, Vile Vidiyete. So this is what Yusham, okay, Krita Yusham or Akrita Yusham, and Vilepi with Alpa Sarpi can be given. So basically for the practical purpose, as Dinesh had told, if you see, there is no clear-cut mentioning of, if you see the entire Snehapana Adhyaya, minimum duration is 3 days, maximum duration is 7 days. This is what they have given. Okay? They don't give anywhere that we should give Shamana Sneha until Dosha Shamanartham. Whether it is a Brahmana or it is, this is what my understanding it is, whether it is a Brahmana, whether it is Shamana or whether it is Shodhananga, they are given the Snehapana must be given for maximum of 7 days. So now we should understand, we should think whether that is only applicable. So these are the resolutions we have to make as a Panchakarma people, so that the confusions can be removed from people's mentality, people's mind, because it is not clear. As Sir told, so many things we have to clarify there. So there is nowhere it is mentioned that basically it should be given until Roga Shamana. But we can say it is understandable only. We can say like we have to use your yukti that Shamana Sneha why it is basically because Roga Shamana should be happening. So basically we have to give until Roga Shamanartha. That is understandable. That is yukti. But is though nowhere it is mentioned in the text. So in that case we must clearly, so students must be clarified. So we must clearly state that this 3 days, 5 days, 7 days thing is only applicable to Shodhananga Snehapanam. Whereas Brahmana Sneha, until the person gets the Brahmana, it should be given. Shamana Sneha, until the person get the Shamana, the Dosha Shamana should be, until that it should be given. So like that, it should be very much clarified. The resolution must be made so that nobody will have any doubt regarding that. Though it is not mentioned in your text. This is what my point is. Because if you monitor, if you go through the text, they said 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. Whether it is for Shodhananga Sneha they have said, or whether it is for Shamana Sneha they said, or whether it is for Brahmana Sneha they said, we don't know about that. Okay. And one more question, asked there, during the Snehapana, if constipation happens, what happens? This is always, it is commonly it happens. So one more thing here I want to tell people, it is nowhere else, because during Snehapana, Sir and gave answers for some ideas for that. But I always believe this is my idea. Nowhere else in Snehapana it is mentioned you are not supposed to give any other dravyas. Of course, when Snehapana is happening, you are not supposed to give any ruksha dravyas. That's it. Okay, because it's opposite. Okay, it is vriddha, viruddham. So you cannot. But whereas if the person is having constipation, nothing wrong in given, basically one more thing, if you give proper dose and proper, accordingly digestion, proper food, then the person may not get constipation. But in case if he gets constipation, according to me, nothing wrong in giving any kind of anuloma dravyas, okay, especially in the oil based, because that will remove the constipation, so that you don't need to stop the Snehapana in between. Because when you are getting the client, they may not have the time. They will say, because time also now plays a very important role, 14 days, 21 days, 28 days, 30 days, like that. So we don't have the much freedom to stop it. So what we can do is we can give some anuloma dravyas, nothing wrong in it, because we are giving it after the digestion of snehapana only. So basically, there is no clear, it is not mentioned that, why you should not give snehapana, sorry, you should not give, medicines there. It is not mentioned anywhere else that, okay, you should not give medicines. Okay. Once the sneha is digested, you are giving a food like that. You have a constipation, you can give medicine also. So this is what my point is. So even after shamana sneha, the patya must be followed. Okay. Then next you have this brahmana sneha. So brahmana sneha is always mixed with food. Okay. So sabakto alpaha. So small quantities. So it is less than even samana sneha quantity should be given, and it has a specific need and it has the specific indication. Okay. So in these cases, what you can do, you can go with, because medicated ghritam sometimes can make the people puke. So what you can do is basically you can use the best proper good pashuneya cow's ghritam. If possible, use the A2 ghritam. You know about A2 milk and A2, I have, that's a completely different chapter. Because when it comes to the question, are we that, as I have written in my text also, are we really getting the ghritams nowadays? Is it made out properly or purely? Okay, it's a big topic, big debate actually, whether we are using our native cow's ghritam, whether we are really using ghritam, or whether we are using this, other than the proper ghritam, because there are two types of making ghritam is there. One is this with curd, one is with the cream. Both has the different this one, because we believe in samskaro gunantaradhanam. So it is made nowadays in a big this one, not in the original way. So how they are acting on our body, those things we don't know. So it's a big debate. Okay. So basically, whether we are getting butter oil or ghritam, you can search what is butter oil, what is ghritam. So you can understand whether in a large scale, whether we are really using the real ghritam. That is also a question. Okay. So basically, coming to the brahmana sneha, so it is used in bala, vriddha, pipasartha. So basically for brahmana sneha, you can give, okay, pure ghritam, that is easy for the people to take, rather than any kind of samskarita ghritam, because the taste will alter, then they may not use it. Okay. So then here it is specially Ashtang Hridayakara said, before food, during food, and after food, you can give this mix, this ghritam, and accordingly it acts, in the different parts of the body. Okay. Then coming to Uttarabhaktika Sneha. So Bahu Shirshagate Nasyam, Panam Cha Uttarabhaktikam. So in Bahu Shirshagata Rohas, okay. So Uttarabhaktika Sneha is given Hitam Vatakanam Adyam cha Ghritam cha Uttarabhaktikam. So it is basically in Urdu Jatru Vikaras. Okay. It is useful in disorders of Vyanavata and Udanavata. So understand now how subtle they have gone. So, when you are giving Snehapana, if you see, if it is, you try to understand which Vata is. That's why they said about 5 Kapha, 5 Pitta, 5 Vata, like that. Okay. So understand, depends on the, this Asar about, explained about Aupedaka Sneha beautifully. So understand in which Vatam is involved, and accordingly you can choose, like always, you don't need to go for Shodhananga Snehapana. You can choose different, that's why Acharyas gave different Snehana methods. So depends on the Vata involvement also, please choose, you will get proper results. Okay. So in Vyanavata and Utanavata it is given. Okay. So, and the Sneha Drivya is given after food. Okay. And you can see Uttarabhaktika Sneha is a form of Brahmana Sneha. Okay. So basically, one special indication, okay, in Abhabahuka Chakrapani as given. So it is given as a Masa Shaindvadi Thailam, okay, as a Nasya and Uttarabhakti Snehapana in Apabhaka. And how to give it is Yojana Dvayam. So while explaining Avapedaka, I will tell about Yojana Dvayam. So Sar already explained that, like before food, after food, Uttama Matra, all those things. So this Uttarabhaktikam also like that only. Otherwise, in a simple matter, after food you give this Snehadravya that act as Uttarabhaktikam. But if you want a little bit more subtle, if you want more, you want to do it very, very practically, it should be given in a Yojana Dvayam form. Okay. Then now we will come to this Arohana, Shodananga, Snehapana. So you have Shodananga, Snehapana, but nowhere in the Brihatrayis they have mentioned about Arohana, Shodananga, Snehapana. But whereas nowadays slowly we increase the dose, so where from we got this? So it's better to know about this. Okay, so basically in the Brihatrayis no clear-cut evidence is there, but the evidence is scattered here and there. Just I want to share that. Okay, so there is no clear direct evidence or classical reference of Arohana Karma for Shodhananga Snehapana. But there is an indirect reference in Arunadatta commentary under Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana, 16th chapter, 17th and 18th sloka. Okay, so this interpretation is my personal opinion on which others may or may not agree. Okay, the aim of Shodhananga Snehapana is dosha utkleshana, and it is only achieved if excessive fat is eliminated with the stools without undergoing digestion. You can understand this term. Okay, I try to explain this. If a fixed dose is administered in a fixed time, it will get digested because the dose in small quantity. We don't have the option of giving dose from the day one because it can create lots of complication or even lead to death. Okay, because it is already stated. Okay, suddenly if you give the dose without CSC matra, then it can prana samshayam, it can kill the patient. So fixed dose will not do dosha utkleshana because it will know, brain is very clever. It will know that every day you give one particular, like how you get the appetite every day, like 11 o'clock so you feel like that it is. So every day if you give the same dose, fixed dose, and the second day, third day onwards, body will know, okay, this is what is going to happen, this is okay, this time it will pre-calculate and the digestion will happen and it will become like a Shamana Sneha. That is the reason why the Arohana Karma is implemented, because you have to slowly increase so that the brain cannot calculate this is my interpretation. Brain cannot calculate the time, so that it will take its own time to digest. Okay, because it takes more time to digest, the dosha utkleshana is happens. Okay, so that is the reason why slowly we have to increase. So is the person who give an idea about, okay, where we can give different doses, in a slowly, in every day, like 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. In Balataka Sneha administration, he said that slowly you can increase the dose. And basically, the Kalyanaka Karaka is the first person, okay, used to say about this Arohana Karma, that is Krama Pibet. Gritam Tilot Bhava Va Krama Varditam Pibet. So gradually Krama Vardita you should do for Arohana, Shodhananga, Snehapana. So these are the references. Okay. So even in the 17th sloka, you can say that it is, later I will explain. He can say first use Hrisiyasi Matra, then Hriswa Matra. Even Madhyama Matra also, Hrisiyasi Matra, then followed by Madhyama Matra. Then Uttama Matra also, first Hrisiyasi Matra, test dose, then use Uttama Matra. But he uses the word Tato, where you can use this Tato means, Tato word as followed by. So that means you can say Hrisiyasi, Hriswa, Hrisiyasi followed by, Tato is followed by. You can have, you can see this dictionary also. So followed by means Hrisiyasi, then Hriswa, then Madhyama, then Uttama. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to interpret. Okay. Whereas the direct interpretation is in any kind of Snehana, if you want to give Hriswa Matra, Madhyama Matra, or Uttama Matra, first give test dose followed by that particular dose. That's what he mentioned. But what my interpretation is, since the Tattva word is there, first use Hrisva Matra, followed by first use Hrisiyasi Matra, followed by Hrisva Matra, followed by Madhyama Matra, followed by Uttama Matra. So he is saying that gradual increase. That's what I try to explain. I try to find answer. This is what it is, I say, as an indirect reference. Whereas the direct reference is available in Vangasena and Kalyanaka Karaka. Okay. Then it involves Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, and Paschat Karma, because this is very important form of administration. The base of Panchakarma or Shodhana, basically more than Panchakarma, the base of Shodhana lies on this Shodhananga Snehapana only. That's why we need Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, and Paschat Karma. So basically, these are the things you must do before Shodhananga Snehapana. Snehapurva Ruksha Chikitsa. So nowadays you get lots and lots of patient with different diseases. So most of the time I would suggest you to go for Snehapurva Rukshana Chikitsa. I started following it because you see it is not like 20 years back, 30 years back. Now lots and lots of diseases, lifestyle diseases are coming, and Shuddha Vadavyadis, are coming, like in the later stage only, so where we can go with the starting of immediately Gritam. So most of the diseases, most of the person also, as the lifestyle has changed. So I started doing this Snehapura Ruksha Chikitsa, then following Snehana therapy. So I see the good results in that. So it is up to you to choose. So Snehapura Ruksha Chikitsa, that's why I added here. Agni Vicharana, Koštavika Vicharana, Deepana Pachana, Manasa Upachara, Ahara Upachara, and Shodhana Snehapana Matra Vivarnam, and Kim Snehadravyam Upayuktam. So these are all the things you should keep it in your head. Okay. So Snehapura Rukshana Chikitsa, already, it is written in our text where we have to give Snehapurva Rukshana Chikitsa. Okay. Basically, you see, if the patient is having Bahu Sleshma, or he is Tula, or if he suffer from Vishama Agni, before administering Snehapana to him, use of Ruksha Dravyas, which has Lahu, Kara, Tikshana, and Ushna Gunas, and process with Kashaya, Katu, Tikta Rasa is advised. Okay, so it can be internally as well as externally. This question also given to me. Okay, so basically you must use the drugs which removes kleda and bahakapa, which is common in Stola and Vishamagni. So you can see the answer is in our text itself. Okay, so we can do Udvartana, we can do Podikiri. Okay, then we can do this Kashaya Dara, Dara with Kadi. Okay, this Navadanya, Danyamla Dara, all those things. And internally also you can give some Ruksha Dravyas. Okay, so because you see nowadays, Kafa people are more there. So basically, this is how you do Ruksha Chikitsa. And most of the time, you see if the patients are coming, do this Rukshana Chikitsa, then you start Snehapana. Okay, you can see this is also given in our text. What if there is, Ruksha Chikitsa can be given in extreme Vata condition. Suppose if you see, this is very important. Somebody asked why the person gets a constipation, right? So this is the answer here. So that is in extreme Vata condition. So if you go through the text, you have answer for everything. That's what I understand. Okay. So in extreme Vata condition, you see the Rukshata will be there. So definitely when you give Snehapana, sometimes it may not be sufficient. There you have to go with the Snehadravya, which has Vata Hara and Vata Anulomana. That's why that drug you should choose. Then definitely the person will not get constipation. If you are choosing some other Gritam, which is not Vata Anumlauna, and which he is having extreme Vata condition, then definitely he will develop this constipation and all other Vata imbalances. So in extreme Vata condition, administering Vasti Karma along with Palavarti to correct Agni, because usually Agni is derangement is seen in excessive Vata condition prior to the administration of Snehapana. You see here, they are telling asking us to give Vasti here. So here Vasti, you can say like, either it can be, Shodhana Vasti, or it can be sometimes Anuvasana Vasti also, but it should be happening like you should give Anuvasana Vasti or Matra Vasti with the Tailam or Gritam, which has Agni Deepana property also. Okay. Here it is Shodhana Vasti should be given so that the Agni can improve and dearrangement of Vada can be taken care of, or even Phalavarti. You can see this is a very beautiful thing. So these are the small points. We must note it down before starting the Snehapana. It is not like that, just start the Snehapana just like that. There are subtle things are mentioned in your text before doing, especially this Shodhananga Snehapana. Okay. Then now you get the SOP. I tried to give you the SOP. What kind of SOP? So these are the things you follow so that you can successfully administer this Shodhananga Snehapana. Okay. So because clinically they told me to present, that's why I'm trying to present clinically. Okay. So general precaution. So before initiating the Snehapana, always emergency medicaments are readily available. Okay, very important, because in an emergency situation, it may not be possible to get the required drugs, etc. on time. Further, anupana dravyas like Ushna Jala, Yusham, etc. should be kept ready. Okay, do proper rukshana before Snehapana. It is always beneficial in many ailments. Evaluate lipid profile before and after procedure of Snehapana. Okay, and this question also comes whether it will increase or decrease. I'll tell you later. It's very, very simple. Okay, answer is there. Okay, then make sure that the patient does not develop appetite before Shodhananga Snehapana. It's very, very important. That's why we should given in the morning before appetite. Okay, if he develops the appetite, then it will act as a Shamana Sneha. Then you give, you will not get dosha utkleshana. Okay, then continue the procedure till samyak snigdha lakshanas are observed. Very important. Okay, always take a detailed history of the patient, his surgeries, illnesses, etc. Because somebody asked about surgery now, liver transplant. If there is no gallbladder, what will happen? So it is very, very important. Okay, illness, etc. Always check his vitals every day. Ask for dairy allergy, because many of the foreign patients are allergic to milk. But fortunately, what even in Indians now we are getting this milk allergy, because this casein. I told you about A1 and A2 milk. But one best thing about Gritam is, it's a good thing. Though the person is milk allergy, you give him the Gritam, he is not having or she is not getting any allergies. Okay, maybe certain things are changed inside. Okay, ask for daily allergy. Nowadays some people are allergic to dairy products. It is better to avoid ghee on these patients and rather go for thylacis. Still I told, if you don't want to take a risk, don't go for Gritam, go for Thailam. For Swastha, if cleansing is a part of seasonal routine, then this is my opinion once again. Then pure cow's ghee, because this is always there. Whether we should use, that answer also there. Samskritam asamskritam va. Even in Mangasana, he clearly stated, you can use sadhita kritam or asamskarita kritam. It is very clear. People use like murchita tilatailam, or they say like, we don't need, it is only dosha kleshana. So we can use murchita tilatailam or murchita gritam like that. In that also you are doing samskara only, no? How many drugs you are adding in that? Right? So then how you can say that, you don't need, you are not giving samskara the gritam, it is not necessary, because it will do, because people think that it will do dosha shamanam. It will do only little bit dosha shamanam, because I told you, the dose, time determines whether it acts as a dosha shamaka or dosha shodaka. So it is nothing to do with samskarita or asamskarita gritam. Only time and dose decides the action, as simple as that. Time and dose decides the action, as simple as that. So if you are using the samskarita gritam also, like murchita tilatailam or murchita gritam, that is also samskara only. So you cannot say that is pure gritam you are giving, until and then you are giving asamskrita gritam. So Dalhana has already said pitahara sadhita dravyam samskritam asamskritam va, he already told. So my take here is, for swastha person you go where there is no vyadi, so pure cow's gritam. For others you go with samskrita gritam only. That's what I practice and I get results, because I have done studies also. So I have observed that's why I put it as a note. Okay, I'm not claiming here, but this is my way. So I have observed the medicated gritam gives better results than the pure cow's ghee. Intake of too much saturated. Once again, you see this. Try to understand people mentality also here. Suppose you are, many times our people don't ask questions, they do take. But nowadays, our people also started questioning us. When I was traveling and all, it is very difficult for me to explain them. So because it is already written there, whether it is true or wrong also, it is already written saturated fat are not good for the body. So when you say this cow's ghee, they say, doctor, it is saturated ghee, saturated fat. If you give too much, I may fall ill, what will happen to my heart, all those kind of things. Okay, so that is the reason why I use samskarita gritam. Then I say, because we use certain herbs to process. So basically this also studies can be done, and studies are happening, I think, because when you do samskaritam, samskaro gunantara adhanam. So who knows, maybe internal constitutions of the ghee might change. So the saturated fat become maybe unsaturated fat for some extent. Who knows? Until then, it is proved. So some PG centers, unfortunately, I don't have the PG center. Otherwise, I would have, these kind of studies must be taken. So when you do this one, so study for saturated fat content. Okay, so pure kritam is saturated fat, whereas when you are doing samskaritam, then there may be some content might be changing. So who knows, the saturation level might come down, so it will be safe for the people. So when you explain this to the patient, then they feel comfortable. So that is the reason, why I always go with the samskarita gritam. Okay. Then advice to the patient. Excuse me, I'm having my tea because I'm talking, so don't mistake me. Okay. So coming to the advice to the patient. So what you must properly see, one thing you must understand in clinical practice. Okay. Please tell people, it is their right. Patients' rights should be kept alive. It should be respected. Whomever may be. We being a doctors, we think that it's okay, we give this, let the people take, let them, don't question, we are apta, that's fine, but still try to explain it. So what is the outcome, why you are giving this, what will happen, everything. Always internees or anyone, before snehapana, as already Sir told in the initial inauguration, make it big. Nowadays, I tell my students, whatever you are doing, like, even small karmas, because even for 500 rupees, people think too much. You would have faced in your this one, like suppose you are doing Kshara karma, you are doing Agni karma, or you are doing any kind of Rakta Mokshana, do it in operation theater and charge. Because this is what I felt. People don't give a damn about our treatments, though they are working. Why? Because you are giving something. I'll tell you one thing. My personal experience. Please, this I want to explain. I don't want to just go through all the slides. I want to share this. So I was treating a lady. She was from America. So like where I was working in a big hospital, and it was a resort kind of hospital. We charge like 8,000 rupees per day or 10,000 rupees per day. So I explained her, she was having autoimmune disease. I started snehapana, and during this snehapana, irritation, all those things also come because the carbs are less. So after that, followed by I gave the virechana, and she had some 16 to 18 or 20 Vegas, I still remember. And the evening she came with so much of angry and said that I don't pay $100 to shit in my room. Why you don't give any other treatments? Because for them, there are people, for them, the treatments are like Abhyangam, Dara, these are the treatments. These treatments are nothing. Virechana is nothing. You give some medicine, the patient goes to the toilet. So that's what our understanding. That at that time I was so young, I was in my starting stage of practice. So basically, what I should have done, I should have taken her blood, I should have explained her, I should have said, I should have made it big. So basically, if you're doing something, even if you're doing snehapana, make a nice panchakarma theater, put the patient into the, nice, like the surgical gown, close the eyes, make them understand. Sometimes you don't even, show that what ghee you are giving. You just try to play with their mind. Then only you get respect or they pay. Otherwise you give snehapana and you charge 500 rupees, and this I can do in my home. You would have noticed this. Many people say, this I can do in home, why should I stay in hospital, why should I pay 500 rupees for that? Even for 500 rupees rakta mokshana, you say 500 700 rupees only we charge. You simply you taken out the blood. So please, my dear students or colleagues, it is up to us to make it big. You see, you would have noticed how non-Ayurvedic people are making money out of us, out of Ayurveda. You see this Kama Ayurveda example. How big, how, it is a multi, crore company now, because they put simple things only, but they made it like a very, very, every airport, like it's whatever we give, it was a simple thing, but they made it like the way they presented, It has become like global. So whereas we Ayurvedic people, we study hard, we do everything. But what I'm trying to say is, we don't know how to apply. Okay, how to apply our ideas, how to apply our knowledge. So please make it big. You don't feel guilty, or don't feel, oh, I'm an Ayurvedic person, oh, I should not charge this much. No, you can't survive. Nowadays, you have to survive. I'm not saying you need to be greedy, but what is for us, it is for us. The allopathic person charges 500 rupees. When they come to Ayurveda person, they expect us to, like, this is my feeling. People treat us like a secondary citizen. No, they must treat us as a primary citizen, and that is in us. This is what, when I traveled out, this is what I carried, I understood. I'm just showing my experience to you. So take out all those inferiority complex and everything, and be confident, and say and do the things in big manner. Okay, this is the thing, and give the results, they will come to you. So don't do just like that. Okay, so this advice to the patient: clearly explain everything, why you are doing, what is the cost, what's important, how it is going to help. Showed the result, how beautifully the results are coming. But what kind of how much the patient is ready for that result. So basically we must stand like that. So take that call. Then patient must be advised not to control his natural urges. Exercise, traveling, extreme climate, all must be avoided. So this also you would have seen, they said ushna udaka upachari syat brahmachari kshapashaya, and avoid excessive, understand this point, avoid excessive breeze, excessive sun only, not normal things. Suppose take the example, if you are giving a snehapana to a Taulya person, I found out doing exercise helps him, walking helps him. You see that 2 times yoga helps him here, because I see the word excessive, na ati. Whereas where they said normal things should be avoided, excessive only they told to avoid. The normal things they never told us to avoid. So when you go through the slokas, please read in between the lines. Okay, so if the climate is bad, no. If the climate is okay, normal things are fine. They say, like, you should be in the room divide of breeze. This in the texts also. What kind of translation it is? Can you be divide of breeze? Simple. How you can translate like that? So breeze is everywhere, right? Excessive. Okay, so excessive should not be used. That's what. So in a person, those who have like all this diabetes or obesity, definitely along with snehapana, if they are doing some kind of exercise, the results are good. You yourself see, na. I'm not joking. You yourself see, one group you put without exercise, or other group with exercise you put, and see how they are losing. So it all we must apply. So understand, excessive traveling, excessive exercise, extreme climate, all must be avoided. It is not that you have to avoid everything. Of course, coming to Ushna Udakam, yes, that is fine. But whereas other coming to exercise and other things, okay, Diva Sopnam, yes, not to sleep, because Snehana indigestion will happen. So whereas this coming to the exercise part, it is fine. Okay, then only after developing proper appetite, the patient needs to take food. This is very important. Why? Because what happens in the second day, third day, or first day and all, you see, or even in the 7th day, you would have noticed it in your practice. Within 3-4 hours, the patient will come and say, doctor, I have appetite. I am hungry. But if you give any food, you will vomit. You would have noticed this. That is because that is called false hunger. So how you can understand? You must ask the person whether still you are belching the ghee. Shuddha udgara. This is point you please note down. Until and then the patient is not having Shuddha Udgara, don't give anything. Or if you want, give hot water or maybe little bit of mandam. Okay? because if he feels tired and weak, he, little bit of warm mandam, you can little sip by sip, 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoon, like that he can take. That's it. But don't give food. That is false hunger. Shuddha Udgara is very, very important. That means that ghee is digested. Because when you give excessive fat, the Udgara will come 4th day, 5th day, and all. Definitely it will come. So you can ask, you cannot, don't ask like how are we, if the person is not getting Udgara, definitely you will get Udgara. So wait until the Shuddha Udgara. Ask him when the ghee smell is coming. If the ghee smell is coming, it is not digested. So wait until Shuddha Udgara, then only you give the food. And definitely in the 7th day, 6th day, and all, 18 hours, 24 hours. Sir told, though it is 12 hours they are keeping, but it is it's a different view. I keep it for 24 hours. Okay. So basically, some 6th day, 7th day, and all, it will take 18 hours, 20 hours to digest. So only you can give food in the night. Sometimes you may avoid the patient to completely avoid the food, or as I said, hot water or simple yusham or mandam, very light, very thin, soupy form, you can ask him to keep take. Okay. Then patient must maintain celibacy, because already tired and weak. Once again, this is vata vriddhi will happen. So you must know why this is said. So vata vriddhi will happen, he will feel more tired and weakness, so he should not be he should be advised not to do this. Okay. Then 1 day before the actual administration of Snehapana, the concerned person should be given food in moderate quantity. So food is already told by Sir. Okay. Dravam, Anabhishandi, Snigdam, Asangaram. Okay. Okay. All those things should be followed. So simply during Deepana Pachana stage itself, you start light food. Very, very simple. Okay. During Deepana Pachana state itself, start light food. Okay. Then the instruction should be given. All right. Okay. Then during this, patient may get arochaka, shula, okay, pariseka, brahma, all those things. So drugs must be kept ready. Okay. And it is best to give him satmya ahara. It's very important. You give him something which he don't like, then definitely he will vomit. You please understand this satmya ahara. Okay. Then Agnimandya Ajirana. So if you develop these complications, it should have come later, but I have put here. Okay, these are the different medicines you can use. Many of you know what can be done. You can go through from your slides later. Okay. Then definitely these are the blood tests. Please, CBC, liver function test, lipid profile, urine test, blood sugar. Also, blood pressure and pulse should be checked before Snehapana administration, and if possible during also, because 5th day, 6th day, 7th day and all, you will become weak. And one more thing, students, when you are doing Snehapana to the blood sugar patient, please check every day blood sugar and adjust the insulin dose and adjust the dose of blood sugar medicine, because during Snehapana the blood sugar tend to go down. Okay. Definitely nowadays you get lots and lots of patients with this insulin, despite of insulin, the blood sugar is not coming down. In those people, Snehapana, you go, the blood sugar comes down, the insulin also, it is no need to increase. So please check the blood sugar every day. Adjustment of dose is very, very important. Okay, blood sugar allopathic drug adjustment or insulin dose adjustment is important, because the carbs are going less inside, so blood sugar can drop down. Sudden blood sugar drop down can create complications, so be careful. Then materials, I have written like measuring glass towel. Okay. And definitely close the eyes of the patient and while drinking, because Sneha aversion will happen. So always ask the patient to close his nose and drink. Okay. And always close the eyes of the patient. Okay. And give the Sneha Dravya. Okay. Then never several vessel, knee height chair, cotton, etc. Okay. And manpower, Ayurvedic physician, attendance, nurse. Okay. Shunti Dhanika Jala. Okay. Then some hot water for mouth wash and cleaning of his mouth. Okay. Definitely after the Snehapana, what you do is, one more thing you can do, nothing wrong. Ask the patient to brush. Okay. Because to remove the taste, sometimes the taste itself will make them vomit. So brush the teeth with nice toothpaste, with nice smelling toothpaste. Okay. Then ask him to scrap the tongue also, so that for the time being, what will happen, he will not have that taste. Then you can give this bhavana shunti. Okay. It is available everywhere. immediately after Snehapana, you can give this Bhavana Shunti to chew, so that to remove the taste, it is practical things, to remove the bad taste from the mouth, and it will help to remove the nausea also. It will help to remove the nausea also. Okay, all right. So then basically good appetite should be there. Then Costa must be understood. Okay, testing the bowel should be understood. So how to test the Costa? I have given a scoring pattern. Okay, suppose it's as I said, it's a clinical implementation. That's what they told me. How, suppose, think, I don't know what kind of Costa this person is having. Of course, many of the Ayurvedic doctors can easily understand whether it is a Krura Costa, Madhyama Costa, or Mrudu Costa. But still, if you want to do it very scientifically, you can do this. Okay, these are the questionnaires I have developed. Okay, how to test this Krura Costa. Take the example. He will pass the stools after straining. Regular bowel movements will not be there. He will pass the stools once or 2 or 3 days. Hardly any water content will be seen in the stools. Okay. Then Madhyama Costa, there will be solid banana stools. Okay. Then Mrudu Costa, rarely there will be solid stools or formed banana stools will be there. Okay. So like that, you can test the Costa. Then coming to, assessment criteria. Practically, how you can assess the Costa, this questionnaire will help. Okay, so bowel frequency in 24 hours, zero bowel movement. If you say, that is, you can give 1. Okay, then the criteria, you can say, like assessment, you can give the scoring pattern as 1. Once per day, if he goes to toilet, the scoring pattern is 2. And twice per day, if he says, I always go, then the scoring pattern you give 3. Then consistency, hard and pellet like stools, you give the scoring pattern 1. Soft, well-formed banana stools, scoring pattern 2. And watery stools with indigested food particle, you give scoring pattern as 3. Then urgency. Okay, so like that, then reaction to colon of 10 grams of, so before giving Snehapana, you can test also reaction of colon to 10 grams of Trivrit Lehyam. So still constipated, or maybe once with straining, you can give scoring pattern 1. Then normal stool without straining, maybe twice. 2. Watery stools, not well, more than 3 times, then you can say the scoring pattern as 3. Okay, then influence of food and beverages on stool, again you can give the scoring pattern. Then overall assessment you can give like that. If the total score 1 to 5 indicates Krura Costa, the score 6 to 10 indicates Madhyama Costa, and score 11 to 15 implies Mridu Costa. So this is for the practical purpose. Okay, then coming to assessment, as I said, like, in classical text, they have not told how to give in a Kramavarditam, what is the dose fixation, as I already mentioned. Numerically it is impossible, but still we have to find a solution. So the solution lies here. So this is the Agni and Costa prior to first day of Snehapana. This is thanks to my good friend Dr. Vasant C. Patil, who developed this. Okay, this Agni Deepti index. Okay, so how to understand the Agni? In order to understand the power of Agni, it should be calculated like that. Test dose into time taken for digestion divided by given dose. Okay, so basically Agnibala, it is called Agnibala index. Okay, intensity of biofire. Okay, that is biofire strength index, BSI. So that's what the previous slide I have explained. Lesser the BSI, more will be the intensity of the biofire. So please understand this concept, very, very important and very, very easy to understand. Lesser the BSI, more will be the intensity of the biofire. Okay. If you see example I have given, in a person, 30 ml of Snehana digested in 3 hours on first day, then the Agnibala index is 30 by 30, because 3 hours, right? That is 3 equal to 3. In the same person, 30 ml digested in, 300 ml digested in 6 hours in last day, then the Agnibala index is 30 by 300, that is into 6, which is equal to 0.6. Okay, you see, in the first day, the Agnibala index 3 is 3 ml here. Here it is 0.6 ml. In the first day, the Agnibala index is 3 ml. 3, the score is 3 also, you can say, which reduced to 0.6. Usually, if you see, it should increase, rise. But here it is decreasing, you see, on the last day. The pattern you see, usually, according to the mathematics, this is called reverse mathematics is happening here. Okay, so it should increase 600, 300 ml is, it should increase, but whereas you see it is decreasing here. First day it is only 3, last days it is supposed to increase, but it has decreased. Okay, so how, that's what I have explained, and this is how it works. However, according to mathematics, it will take 30 hours for a person to digest that 300 ml of snehapana. Because during the snehapana, the agni bala increases, the digestion time is decreasing. Understand this. During the snehapana, that's why pachana deepana is very, very important. During the snehapana, the agni bala increases. That is the reason why the digestion time decreases. Whereas according to the mathematics, actually the digestion time should increase, but it doesn't happen because during the snehapana, the agni bala increases. Okay, that's why substantially lower agni bala index is anticipated. Okay, so lesser the agni bala index, more will be the agni deepti. All right, so this is about deepana pachana. So you can see what is the main difference I try to put here. Pachana dravya stimulates vagus nerve, okay, which in turn stimulates gastric secretion. Okay, pachana dravya stimulates duodenum, which in turn secretes digestive enzymes and hormones, which are responsible for digestion and metabolism. And they also stimulate the liver to enhance the bile secretion. Okay, and it also stimulates the pancreas. Okay, so this you know already. Okay, and this, coming to the deepana dravyas, it stimulates both vagus and glossopharyngeal nerve, and it also stimulates the fundus and pylorus of the stomach. And these phenomena stimulate the agni deepti, enhances amapachana. Understand? I try to put it in a simplistic way so that we can explain to how deepana pachana works. So there it is only vagus nerve. It is vagus with gasopharyngeal. Okay. So then deepana dravyas act, better on empty stomach. It improves the abhyavahana shakti. Okay, and these are the deepana dravyas, pipalyadigana, guduchadigana. Okay, and how many days? People, ask how many days it should be given, because it's a part of Langana chikitsa. So it can be 3 to 5 days. Sometimes it can be 7 days also you can give. Okay, this pachana chikitsa, you can give minimum of 3 days and maximum of 5 days would be enough. Within that only the patient will get good appetite. If not, you can go for, since you are doing rukshana chikitsa also. Okay, so you can do it for 3 days. Okay, minimum, or 5 days maximum. It will be done. Within that, the person should get samyak, pachana lakshanas. So samyak langana lakshanas can be said as samyak pachana lakshanas. Okay, you see, this is the difference between pachana and deepana. If you see, deepana site of action is agni, pachana site of action is ama. Then mahabhuta, agni, vayu and prithvi, here it is only agni. And intervention, ahara, vihara, aushadha can increase deepana, right? Vyayamam, snanam can increase deepana, whereas pachana only aushadha can increase. Then action is, it is on deepana dravya acts on agni, whereas pachana dravya acts on ama. Okay, so utility, deepana you can say nitya upyogi, okay, yatha kala ahara, whereas utility of pachana dravya only avastika depends on dosha mala attaining niramatva, until the attainment of niramatva of dosha dhatu mala, and only for avastha. Okay, whereas this deepana day to day life. Okay, then if you see, basically pachana karma should be given Agnidundivati, Shankavati, Chitrakadi, Ingu Ashtaka Churna, okay, Tirikati Churna, Panchakola Churna can be used. Okay, then if you want to use the Kwatam, then Rasana Kwatam, okay, Pitta Vihara, Pataula Kwatam, Kapha Vihara, Nimba Kwatam, this also you can use, depends on the doshas if you want to be more specific. And when you go to the Falasruti itself, you will understand in which dosha you can give. So please don't ask the question in Kapha what I will give, in Vata what I will give, please. Okay, when you go through it properly, this Falasruti of these things, you will easily understand what is can be given. Okay, then Snehapana Bhojyam, I told, Dravam Ushna Anabhishanti Bhojyam. So basically what you can give is, nowadays even different soups are available. Steamed vegetables, soups. It is not that always, this also I have found out. People give simple, keep on give kanji. This mandam or like rice kanji, you trust me, after 2-3 days, people will say, no, I don't want this. they can't eat. They will, because already they are into snehapana, the smell is bad, the taste is bad, they are tired, they are weak. So you need something to kindle their appetite, that will help for the digestion next, that will help for the agni to improve next day also. So nothing wrong in giving different soups. Okay, so you can do different soups basically, but that should be avidahi in nature. So basically do different soups, then little bit of steamed vegetables with rock salt or this garlic salt, you can give. Fantastic it is. Then mudga yusham you can give, sarala drava, with mudga yusha cooked with our lavangam, then your cinnamon stick, all those things you can put little bit in the black pepper, little bit you can put. Okay, na adi asankirnam. Okay, so simple lagu it should be. So every day during snehapana, give 7 different types of soups. Please always don't give same kind of food. This is also many places where why people they don't want to take snehapana, because they develop aversion, they don't feel like eating, they don't want, because they develop aversion to food also. So basically you have to somehow manage them to allow them to take snehapana. So give different types of colorful soups also. Okay, nothing wrong in it, because it is a soup form, it is fine. And steamed vegetables, it is already steamed and lighter. Okay, so give it once the digestion is happening. Mudga yusham you can give. Okay, and as Sar told, you need at least little bit carbs, except in weight loss patient or in this diabetic patient. So you need, as Dinesh are told, little bit carbs. So at dinner time, at least what you can do is idli or dosa you can prepare in a manner where the rice is little bit less, little bit more black gram, and you can add green gram also in that, and you can make green gram dosa, that is called pesarat. Dinner time I'm telling you. Okay, and you can give this idli made out of this, that, and this, goduma upma. Okay, so this wheat upma, so make it little bit tastier, whereas no spice at all. Okay, so little bit jeerakam you can add in that, so that what happens when you give the food according to patient taste, he is ready for next day. Many places they don't do it, they end up in giving simple kanji only. Trust me, like after 2-3 days you won't even feel like having snehapana or no treatment. So it is better to give nicely prepared drava anabhishandi kind of there are plenty of options nowadays available to us. So please follow that. Okay, so that you can make the patient life also easy, because practically the difficulties, this is what happens. Okay, then definitely mental counseling, please do this, very very important, because Sodhananga Snehapana is not an easy thing to do actually. Everybody whomever studies Ayurveda, I'm telling you, must undergo all the chikitsas, panchakarmas. Please understand, you must, all the students, all the teachers should undergo this, then only you can treat. It is, don't think that, don't ask, oh, surgeon is doing surgery, whether he is undergoing every surgery. Please, if you talk like that also you can talk, but that is different thing. This is nothing, because swasthasya swasthya rakshanam also mentioned to us. So rudubedena snehapanam rudubedena this virechana vamana can be done also. No, please see how, then only you will understand the pain of the patient, then only you can know what he undergoes or she undergoes. So basically you do snehapana and see, and you do vasti and see, you will understand how it's, don't think these are all simple procedures. Think it is great procedures there, and when you undergo you will understand. I'm not joking, friends. You do this and see. So basically then only you will understand how difficult for the patient to, easily we can say, okay, take this, take that, don't do this, don't do that, don't eat this, don't, it is easy to see, but when you undergo that, then you will understand how difficulty it is, and what difficulties those patients are undergoing. Okay, so manasa upachara must be done, you must encourage, and because it is not easy, it's unpleasant, everything is there. So please do proper mental counseling and tell the benefits to the patient, and always close the nose, close the eyes, then administer snehapana. It is better, so that he will not. And as I said, this bhavana shunti and all will help. And some of my patients, they come and ask, can I take little bit of salt, can I apply in my tongue, or can I take lime and apply in my tongue? I say, please do it. Okay, so because lavana and amla, it will help for digestion only. So in between the belching comes, okay, so I tell them, somehow go for a walk and other things. So somehow you have to manage this, okay, all those things. Next. So then dose fixation, coming to dose fixation, as I said, okay, it should be done. If you see the dose fixation, what is the proper dose? Briefly, it is explained. It should be given until samyak snigdha lakshanas. You fix the dose until you get the samyak snigdha lakshanas. How many ml you will give, all those things, they have not standardized. Okay, whereas we feel it is, it's very difficult to follow. So I will try to explain different, okay, how to do. So there are scattered references. That's what I try to explain here. Charka explained this with the illustration that just a cloth absorbs the water up to its capacity, then drains off. This is a dose fixation. So once the excessive oil is coming out, then you need to stop. These are all like how to stop, it says, but what dose you should be given, it's not said, because according to Agni and Costa, it is yukti of the yukti of the doctor, yukti of the Vaidya to fix and give. That's it. They didn't, because they think we are capable of that. Yes, we should be capable of that. Of course, we should be capable of that. Then only you can say you are a complete Ayurvedic physician. Okay, as simple as that, according to me. But still, in day-to-day practice, it may be difficult, to understand. So let us go with some numerical value. Okay, I already told about Vangasena and Kramavardhitam Pibet. Okay, so then ghee or non-medicated ghee, medicated or non-medicated, specific increasing dose. Okay, so maximum what you can give is ranges from 600 to this is the 7th day dose. Okay, 600 to 1200 ml. Yes, I have given 1200 ml dose to the patient for sure. Okay, and at least number of patient, of course, some people vomited, some people not, it's fine. Then days. Okay, in this also, if you want to go more sukshma, you can think about Kosta as Mridutama, Mridutara, Mridu, then Madhyamatara, Madhyamatama, and like 1, 2, 3 days, 4, 5, 6 days, 7, 8, 9 days. Because you can keep, in some areas they said more than 7 days, you can say you can go for 9 days also. Okay, so this is also one vikalpa I made. If you want, nothing wrong in trying, right? It is there in our text, right? Why you want to think only in 7 days, right? So let us do it in 9 days and see, na. And of course, Chakrapani says it's Acharya Viruddhameva. That also I accept. Chakrapani clarifies. Some people do it for 9 days. It is against of Acharyas, so no one should do. That also he said. But for me, if something results are given, and we are thankful to Acharya, and it is not Acharya Viruddham. Okay. So because I do in some cases for 9 days, especially Staulyam, especially this lifestyle diseases, I do it for 9 days. I do adjust the dose accordingly. Okay, so that it is highly helpful. If somebody want to do that and see, take 9 days of Snehapana and see, what happens. Definitely you would have lost more than 4 to 5 kilograms because of ketosis and other things. Okay, then duration is, I told, basically up to, one more thing they have said, or up to appearance of samyak snigdha lakshanas. Okay, you see, this is what our text is all about. 9 days they told, and maximum is 7 days they told, and they told up to appearance of samyak snigdha lakshanas. So somebody can say in here, no sir, samyak snigdha lakshanas should come within 7 days. That's why they use this word as up to samyak snigdha lakshanas. So we should not think that it should not be beyond 9 days. Okay, sorry, beyond 7 days. So, whereas I take it as up to samyak snigdha lakshanas, go 7 days, 9 days, or even 10 days, or 11 days, where you get samyak snigdha lakshana, as I said, but depends on the disease. Depends on the disease. What is wrong in it? Because I'm not going Acharya Viruddham. Here, samyak snigdha, up to the appearance of samyak snigdha lakshano atava, he told that use. Whereas your mind try to interpret, within 7 days only the samyak snigdha lakshana should happen. That's what Acharya meant there. That's what you try to think. because you don't want to think, against of Acharya or against of commentary. It is not with ego I'm saying, my dear friends. Maybe this, I can write the commentary, I can say up to Samyak Snigdha Lakshana, it can be 9 days or it can be 12 days also. Up to the appearance of Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas. Until and then you do the research. How you can prove that we should not give for 10 day, 11 day or 12 day? What will happen if you give? Tell me, let us discuss this. What will happen if you give me 12 days? What are the side effects you are having? I'm doing it. Let me say it frankly. My students knows that. Even some of the students ask, what is this? Why, sir? I say, you see the results. I think some of my students are listening to this also. They can say about the results also. Samyak Snigdha Lakshana adava, Samyak Snigdha Lakshana adava. So up to the Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas, why we should confine ourselves to 7 days? Because already they told the Vikalpa of 9 days also. Na? So all these things, until you do the research, until you do something new, innovation. What is wrong in doing some innovation? We cannot confine ourselves only to the books. With due respect to our acharyas, they are great. But if you are trying to globalizing Ayurveda, if you are trying to be a good practitioner, if you want more patience, if you want more good results, people can say, sir, if you want to go beyond 7 days or 9 days, we can do Shamana Sneha also. But despite of proper dose, proper thing, it is said that, okay, Acharya told, if you are not getting Samyak Snigdha Lakshana, give a 1 or 2 days break, then start with more dose, then in 7 days you get Samyak Snigdha Lakshana. Okay, then what will happen? Then you are doing 15 days, no there. 7 plus 7, 14 days, you are giving 1 day break. So 15 days, okay, another. So rather, I can interpret, rather I continuously give for 15 days. Then definitely you see Samyak Snigdha Lakshana will come. Why not we think like that? See, it all depends on how we think. So if anybody has the question, I'm ready to answer. This is what my interpretation is all about. Okay. So up to the appearance of Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas. Okay. Then you can see according to Matra and Kala Nirnaya. Okay. Then where it is indicated and action. Okay. And it is mentioned in our text. Okay. Then practical consideration. You can see for 7 days, this is very, very mild dose. Okay, suppose the person weight is very less and he cannot tolerate and he is already weak. Take the example, you want to give us a snehapana in a Krisha Pramehi. Okay, so you can give maximum of 3 days, and because already is Krisha, because no intake of this one carb is happening, you may end up in making him lose further weight. It is not good for him. So this simple dose, you can go with that. But with this, you may get or you may not get Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas or little bit, because that's the reason why Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas, they are given so many. That also I want to talk. Whether you should get all the Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas or 1 or 2 enough, or 1 enough, 2 enough, 3 enough, or 4 enough, or 5 enough, or you should get all together. What answer you will give there? Okay, for me, I will take at least 2-3 criteria. If it is done, then I will consider it as a Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas. Okay, so Sar told Gatra Mardam. There are some people says Adastha Sneha Darshanam. So whether we need to, for Samyak Snigdha Lakshana, all the quality should be considered. 1 quality enough, 2 quality enough, 3. You tell me how to go about it. So standardization of all these things should happen properly. Okay, then now you see the different methods. So method 1, test dose into 24 divided by hours required for digestion of the test dose. Example, if test dose is 30 ml, in 6 hours 30 ml is digested. In 24 hours, 30 into 24 divided by 6, that is 120 ml. So in 24 hours, patient will be able to digest 120 ml. Okay. Then Mridu Koshta. Okay. Therefore, duration of Snehapana will be 3 days. So 120 divided by 3 is 40 ml. So first day 30 ml, second day 30 plus 40 ml, 70 ml. Then third day 70 plus 40 ml, that is 110 ml. So 5 to 10 ml here and there is okay. Then test dose is 30 ml. In 2 hours is digested. In 24 hours, once again, 30 into 24 divided by 2, that is 360 ml. That is the last day dose. Okay. So divided by 7, you make 360 divided by 7. Then every day that much you increase, you do. Then last day dose will be this 360 ml. Okay. Then Krura Costa. So 360 divided by 7. So that is every day it is 50 ml. So first day it is 30. Second day 30 plus 50, 80. So like that, 7th day 280 plus 50, it is 330 ml will be the 7th day dose. Okay. So this is method to somebody asked about this 9 hours, 5 hours and all. You can see test dose divided into 9 divided by hours required for digestion. Example, the test dose is 30 ml. In 6 hours, 30 ml is digested. Quantity of Snehana in digested in 9 hours is 30 into 9 divided by 6, which is 45 ml. So every day 45 ml of Snehana is to be increased. Okay. So this is how you prepare. Then uniform addition. This also you can try. 30, 60, 90, 120, 50, 100, 150, 200. Okay, like that. But these are all simple things. Sometimes you may not get some Snigdha Lakshanas. In my practice, I practice according to the Agni Bala and Koshta only. But if you practice the above method also, definitely 90% you will get the results. Okay. Then Mridu Koshtam, if you see Dwabhyam, Chaturbhyam, Ashtabhyam, first day 1 hour, second day 3 hour, third day 6 hour. Then Madhyama Koshtam, first day 3 hour, second day 6 hour, third day 8 hour, fourth day 10 hour, fifth day 12 hours. Then Krura Koshtam, first day 3 hours, second 6, third day 8 hour, fourth day 10 hour, fifth day 12 hours, sixth day 18 hours, seventh day 24 hours. So you see, now let us give an example of Krura Koshta, how we calculate. Okay, so this is the calculation easily done. Okay, so basically you can say like 30 ml is the first day dose. Suppose it has undergone in 2 hours, so quantity per hour is 50 ml. Next day dose, because we need to think it will digest in 6 hours, so 15 into 6, that is 90 ml. Whereas it will digest, it should digest in 6 hours, but it is digested in 5 hours. Then you divide it, it is 80 ml. Okay, so it is digesting in 8 hours, because we are counting. You see this next day dose 8, 10, 12, 18, 24. This is how we are calculating. So like that. But whereas time taken is this much, but original next day dose, originally it should take this many hours, but the time duration is, instead of 10 it has become 6, instead of 12 it is 6, instead of 18 it is down to 10 hours. It has digested. I told about Agni Bala index. This is what happens. And instead of 24 hours, okay, it has digested in 16 hours. So like that, depends on the time taken for digestion. You can calculate, and accordingly the last day around 7th day it will be 1360 ml. This is the calculation you can make. Okay, and accordingly, you this last one is more nicely, and Dr. Anantaram Sharma also made this. So the last one, the 7th day dose, is the present slide is the best example. You can follow this. Okay, then some of the observations. Okay, generally from 3rd day onwards there will be Agni Dipti. Okay, Cost Snigdhata is seen before Tok Snigdhata. Okay, we can assess Cost Snigdhata by Sneha Darshana in stool. This can be understood by asking the patient whether he felt oiliness in the hand while washing after defecation. Okay, in some cases for the first 2 days the patient won't pass the stools. For all the complications of Snehapana, Shunti Dhanika Jala is sufficient. Before Snehapana, a thorough Rukshana is necessary for better results. High doses can be given in 2 divided doses with half an hour to 1 hour gap. See, this is I am practicing. High doses can be given, okay, within this. Suppose like last day and all, they cannot drink as it is. Please give them a space. Tell them, okay, take it easy. Maybe you try after half an hour, 1 more dose. And here one more thing, it is I'm opening up, it is for your thoughts I'm telling you. Recently, what I started practicing, some people, no matter what, they don't want to take Gritapana. Take the example, I have a patient who is suffering from ulcerative colitis now, where I want to give Gritapana. Even you take the ghee near to him, he pukes. He don't want to take it. He said, nothing doing, doctor, I can't take it. The smell, you take it to him, he says. Now what I did is, simply, nowadays, see, the science evolves. We are not living in a stone age. Okay, it is food for thought. What I did is, I have to do something for him, right? So I started giving, I started the Adimadika Gritam for him. Okay, nowadays you get the Gritam capsules. So first day I gave him 20 capsule, then 30 capsule. Then I told him that 30 you cannot take together, like 5 each in within half an hour you take. Okay, so I started giving him like the Gritam capsules. Trust me, friends, he got some mixed Snigdha Lakshanas. So people, I don't know whether people will agree to me. I am a person, very practical person. I want, you know, as Krishna says, I need to achieve the goal. That's what I am all about. So now you are in the capsule form. Previously, now Dhanvantaram 101, everybody writes a capsule. Why you are writing a capsule? When Kashaya tablet came, nobody wanted to accept it. No, these are not good. Now everybody want to have Kashayam tablet, because even the Indian patient, they say, sir, please don't give me Kashayams. I can't take it. Because you literally see, you yourself take Kashayam. After 15 days or 20 days, you will say, no, yaar, I can't take, because you will develop the aversion. Unknowingly, you will develop the aversion. At least 60 to 70% of the people will say, no, after 20 days, no, I can't take it. By seeing it, I'm puking. Whereas you give Kashayam tablet, they're ready to take even 2 months, 3 months. So you see the difference here. So what is the wrong? So now when Dhanvantaram 101 came, people are like reluctant. Oh, this is it, what will happen? All those kind of things. You know, we have to give it in a Kashayam, mixed with. But now everybody writes the Dhanvantaram 101 capsule, Ksherabala 101 capsule. So when it comes to Snehapana, it is oil is there inside. What is the wrong in giving like that? So I gave, and I got the, some mixed lakshanas. He was having bleeding per rectum. It is completely stopped. So out of box thinking is necessary for me, according to me, with due respect to Shastra. Then only we can grow. Then only you get the patience. I know in Kerala there is one place. So what they used to do, some people may not agree. It is run by more basically allopathy as well as Ayurveda person. Okay, how far it is correct, you decide. What they do before Vamana, they basically give one IV. Okay, basically they give so that they can prevent the shock. They can prevent dehydration. So they give IV, then they conduct Vamana. Okay, then if there is too much of this one, always moderate intervention. We also do. You give the Snehapana. If the person is non-stoply vomiting, he is telling, I am not able to stop my vomiting. What you will do? You tell me. You can get Mayurbachapasma, all those things. If you can manage. Otherwise, you have to give anti-vomiting only. Right? Very simple. Suppose after third day or fourth day, you please, I'm giving you these thoughts to you. You decide. You decide, because I open up the things. One more way of doing Snehapana I started is, after taking the ghee, if the patient is don't want, if the patient is too much, I give anti-vomiting. Okay, ondansetron I give. The patient, the belching stops. He won't feel that Sneha Udvega at all, whereas it digests. Okay, and the bad smell, bad belching and other things stops, and patient is very, very comfortable, and I could make it for 7 days. And it is not interfering with any of the process. Or somebody should prove that by giving anti-vomiting, what is happening. Because for me, comfortness of the patient. Because I want him to do this treatment, whereas he don't want to do. So when nowadays, Ayurvedic doctors, we rely upon USG, we rely upon MRI, we rely upon ECG. How we could able to accept all those things? Then why can't we think like this? So please think. Okay, please think out of the box, which is very, very important. That's what I do. Okay, so this is also one. The doses can be divided. Okay, in half an hour. Okay, nowhere else it is mentioned that you must give the ghee, just like that. Okay, you must drink. Why? 10-15 minutes, give him a break. Anywhere it is mentioned. At a stretch, you must allow the patient to drink the ghee. Of course, it is written in the allow the patient to drink the ghee. It is written there. In a Sushruta, how the Snehapana must be administered. Okay, make the patient to relax, sit and give the given dose of ghee. Okay, fine, it is written there. But like how we drink the water, you drink little bit, right? You don't drink like very fast, like 1 liter. You do take a break 1 or 2 seconds, right? Then only you can engulf, because it's a physiology. You cannot, it is a fat. Ask the person, tuk, like, just you cannot, sometimes he can choke. Think practically. He can choke. He can vomit on you. So you feel that after a little bit, or the nausea, or like you feel that he is going to vomit, take it. Okay, stop. Take it out. Give him a comfort. Tell him, okay, wait 5 minutes, nothing will happen. Then give. Within that 5 minutes, all the digestion is going to happen. What is wrong in it? So these are the practical things you must develop, friends. Then general proportion, I told you, okay, lipid profile and everything, and until Samyak Snigdha Lakshana, and I told when to give during Shamana and when to give Shodhana, okay. Then Payato Bishak Sneham Katu Ushnam Vari Payet, okay. Immediately after drinking, okay, warm water with pungent medicine should be given to drink, okay. As I told, brushing the tooth or all those things I already told, gargling, everything can be done. Then ask him to take rest, okay. Then Panakalina Lakshana. During the digestion, these are the things you will when the fat is getting digested, these are the things you will have. Hrilasa Chardi Aruchi. The patient may also feel fullness of the abdomen. These lakshanas are produced due to the aversion towards the smell and taste of snehana and due to excessive fat. Okay, the fat digestion can also cause these symptoms. To overcome these, lemon juice, liquid mandam, hot water, bhavana shunti, etc. can be given in the middle of snehapana procedure. Okay, then jirna and jirimana lakshana. This is jirimana lakshana and this is jirna lakshana. This already you know, it is in the text. Okay, then signs and symptoms: anuloma anilaha, swasthyam, kshutrishna, udgara shuddhibihi. Okay, these are the signs and symptoms. So that is when you should give the food. Okay, after jirana only you should give the food. Okay, so don't give in between, otherwise he will vomit. Okay, then Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas. So as I said, whether we need to get all the Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas or only one or two. Okay, so basically how clinical evolution I made once again. So basically how you can say about Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas: oily stools and appearance of ghee in the closet. Understand, Adastat Sneha Darshanam is different and the oil in the closet is different. Oil mixed stool is not as you cannot stop the ghee there, whereas the pure oil should come and in the closet it should sit. Okay, but people can ask here, because when you take the example, somebody asked whether Yamaka Sneha can be given. Of course, take the example of Sukumaram Gritam. It has more than 2 Sneha Dravyas, right? Arandhatailam also there, Gritam is there. Okay, whereas when you give Sukumara Gritam, in the second day, third day itself, you may get the loose tools. But loose tools is not Samyak Snigdha Lakshana. Whether that oiliness, when after the defecation, if in the closet, if the oil is floating or not, one must understand. If oil is floating, because if you see the physiology, understand the physiology there. So body or the gallbladder is or the liver is not able to, the pancreatic juice is not able to digest the given fat, so it is throwing out. So if you see the entire along with in his hands, that chipchipa in his hands, the oiliness is there. That is not some mixture. Along with that oil in the hand, in the stools also it should be there, and after that it should float. The pure thylam or ghritam should float on the glasset. It is for easy understanding. Okay, when you see this, basically, and because why I am saying other Sneha, aversion towards Snehana, that you cannot take it as a Samyak Snigdha Lakshana, because even people can in the first day they can say, I don't want to take. Then Gatra Snigdhata, of course, that is a very good points are mentioned. If you can see the Gatra Snigdhata, it's very difficult to make Gatra Snigdhata, because people can use lotion, moisture. Otherwise, you should tell them not to use anything. This is very, very important thing. If you want to measure Gatra Snigdhata, ask the patient not to use any kind of stuff in the skin, lotions, cream, these, that. Then you can understand the Gatra Snigdhata. Okay, so this oiliness in the closet, you can keep it, and along with that Gatra Snigdhata, these two you can. For Shamana Sneha, aversion towards fatty substance, you are giving only less, but you are given 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, or until Vyadhi Kshama. But if you say, no sir, I have been taking it for longer duration, I cannot. So now our good thing is we have capsules. So Shamana Sneha, I don't think so we'll have any issues this aversion towards fatty substance, because you are going to give it as a capsule form, so you can simply take everyday capsules. Okay, but once again, at least 20 to 30 ml you should give. Okay, just 2 capsule and all, you cannot say it's a Shamana Sneham. Okay, that's what my thinking is. Okay, at least dose wise 25 to 30 ml you should give every day. All right, that is also should be standardized, it depends on the condition of the costa, because that standardization is not there. You see how much Shamana Sneha you give, once again depends on the Agni and costa only, but basically we can say 25 to 30 ml we can give, all right, as a Shamana Sneha. But sometimes it can be more than 30-40 ml also. So you can give like like 25 to 30 ml is 5 capsules you must give. Usually we give 2 capsules or 3 capsules and tell the patient okay, no, but sometimes dose is very very important. So for Shamana Sneha, if you are opting as a capsule form, at least give 5. That's what I do. Otherwise, if the patient is able to take ghee, then fine. But there it is, after some months or some days, aversion towards fatty substance can happen. Okay. Then once again, I made how you can assess Samyak Snigdha Lakshana. Suppose you want to scientifically assess the Samyak Snigdha Lakshana, this is how you can make a scoring pattern. Okay, I made the scoring pattern. You can see easily, like belching and burping with smell of Snehadravya frequently, along with the heaviness of abdomen, no evacuation or evacuation of hard feces, you give 1 scoring pattern 1. Belching and burping with the smell of Snehadravya occasionally and no heaviness of the abdomen, evacuation of feces once with flatus, however heaviness of abdomen is present, patient not satisfied with evacuation, then you give 2. Then third you give 3, the scoring pattern 3, no belching and no smell of Snehadravya, proper evacuation of Vata, Mutra, Purisha, patient is completely satisfied with the evacuation, then you give. So this is for Vata Anunomnam. The scoring pattern is 3 if the patient says these symptoms. So like that, Gatra Mardavam, Asamhata Varchas, Snigdha Varchas, Gatra Lagavam, Sneha Udvegam. So like that, 3 you can, then you make the scoring pattern. So if the person is having 10 to 13, the score is 10 to 13, Avara Samyak Snigdha Lakshana you can say. Then if the person is, the person's score is, the patient score is 14 to 17, then it is Madhyama Samyak Snigdha Lakshana. Then if the score is 17 to 21, then it is Pravara Samyak Snigdha Lakshana. Okay. And once again, diet after Snehapana, I told. Then Snehapana Patyam, once again, okay, you can say Yusham can be prepared with Kulatam, Adakam, Mudga lentil. So that's what I said, don't always rely upon Kanji. Please, they have already given us very, very n number of, recipes. Please follow it. Okay. Then post oilation management, this Sneha Ushnada Gopachari Syat is there. Okay. Then what are the Vyapats? You can see Ajirna, Aruchi, Ama Pradosha, Shula, Jwara. Okay. This is Vyapats can be Ashu. These are the Ashu Utpanna Vyapat. Okay. Ajirna, Aruchi, Ama Pradosha, Shula, Jwara. Then Anaha, then Trishna, and Stamba and Utklesha, Tandra. Okay. Then if you see Chira Utpanna Vyapat, these disorders manifest due course of time. Kandu, Kushtam, Grahani, okay, Pandu, Arsha, Shota, and all these, why it is happening, it is there in my book. If somebody want, it is not that I am promoting my book here. So I try to find out answer for this. Okay? Please go through it, you will understand. Okay. These are the Chira Utpanna Vyapats. Okay. Then what are the, how you take care of the side effects of Snehana, this one. So Sadhya Vamana, already sir explained. Okay. Make the person to vomit. Takra Rishta Prayogam. Then Ruksha Annapanam, if you get the Vyapat. Okay. Then Trifala, okay. Bhavana Trifala you can give, and which is processed with Gomutra also you can give. So it is Sneha Vyapat Chikitsa. Okay. So basically, this is what you do. Okay. Takra Rishta Prayoga and everything. And on complications observed practically, so Shirashula, Vata Pradiloma, Hikka, Daham, Utklesham, fatigueness, diarrhea, indigestion. So these are the some medicines I have written. You can go through it, or according to your own yukti, you can take care of it. Okay. So Amma, still how many more minutes I have? Moderator? Hello, can you hear me?
Sir, hello, sir. The session is up to 1 o'clock, sir.
Okay, so before just, I will then know it's going to finish. So Avapidaka Sneha, somebody asked lots of question about it and about Yojana Theorem. Okay, so little bit I'll talk about it. So maybe next time Sadhya Sneham, all those things we will do. Okay, because as I said, the particular thing, they have not given. So, but Avapidaka we will do. Okay, so literally Avapidaka Sneha means pressing down the fat. Here the fat squeezes down the food, and after digestion of food, Vata dosha suppresses down the food. Empty stomach is Vata pradhana, so it should be given in the empty stomach. Okay. So this Avapidaka Snehapana administration is narrated in Mutra Vega Rodha Janya Vikaras. Okay. A careful observation of the text from various acharyas can throw some insight about Avapidaka Snehapana indications. Okay. This form of Snehapana can be administered in all Adogata Vata Rogas, that is Apana Vaigunyam. The symptoms of Mutra Vega Dharana includes Adovada Rodha symptoms and Shakrit Rodha symptoms also. Please understand this. So in these diseases also, Avapidaka Sneha can be safely administered, though it is not mentioned, but try to put your idea here. So because Mutra Vega Dharana, before you can see in Ashtanga Sangrahana, it is mentioned, previously mentioned symptoms also will happen here. It should be included. So not only Mutra Vega Dharana, also like, Atavada Rodha and Shakrit Rodha symptoms also it can be given. Okay. Practically, diseases related to thighs, lower back, and kidney diseases also it is practiced. I usually practice in kidney, mild kidney failures and low back ache. So Avapidaka Snehapanam is also indicated in Rakta Arshas and Adonabhigata Vata. Okay, and one more thing, it can be also administered in condition like infertility, BPH, Shukra and Artha Roga, ulcerative colitis, IBS, Crohn's disease. So this is practically I use in these diseases, but Kashyapa says it is for Vajigarna also. I didn't write here. Along with Rakta Arshas, Mutra Vega Janya Rogas, it can be used for this Vajigarna purpose also. Then why Ghritam is preferred here? Here fat administration must be in the form of Ghritam only, not in Thaila form, because though Thaila is best for Vata, it is not advisable in Avapidaka Snehapana because it is Baddha Vitkam. Okay, and Alpa Mutra Parvartakam. You can see it is against of that particular disease, because our idea is we have to remove the urine, we have to remove the feces, because so that is the idea. But whereas Thailam is Baddha Vitkam. So hence, and we should not use in Mutra Rodham and other diseases. That is the reason, because anuloma should happen. That's why Ghritam is preferred here. Okay, you can see. Jirnantikam cha uttamaya matraya yojana dvayam. So I told you about Uttarabhaktika Snehapana, Yojana Dvayam. Avapidakam Tatya Samyitam. The word Yojana Dvayam is interpreted in two ways. Understand this. It is up to you to choose. Okay, and Dinesh sir beautifully explained also. It can be administered in two ways. Initially, Ghritam, which is medicated, is administered in a low dose, Hrisomatra, followed by, after some time, when the patient is relaxed after exhausting ghee drinking, light food, mandam or yusham is given. Once the patient develops proper hunger, Udgara Shuddhi, Ruchi and Laguta, once again the Ghritam must be given in Uttama Matra dose. This is one. In the second method, instead of administering Iswamatra in the beginning before food, Uttama Matra is given, followed by food, and once food is digested, once again Uttama Matra ghee is given. This is Yojana Deva. As per Arunadatta, in Mutra Rodha Janya Vikaras, Adonabi Vikaras, etc., Uttama Matra or Iswamatra ghee is given first, followed by food, and then Uttama Matra. That's what Yojana Dvayam. It is clearly mentioned by Arunadatta himself. Okay, so it depends on the patient. You choose whether you want to give Uttama Matra or Hrisva Matra, but practically both the side Hrisva Matra will be helpful. That's what I do, because I know that itself is helping. But in some cases where if the patient is strong, you can go for Uttama Matra. Okay. Then in Rakta Jarshas, when the bleeding is not stopping even after proper treatments, then Avapedana Snehana must be administered as a last option, you can see. So in the any kind of, that's why I said about Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, Rakta Jarshas, etc. So first Hirsomatra ghee is mixed with Ko-Ushna Mamsa. Here see, this is particularly for bleeding piles. How here it is acting like a Brahmana here, you see. First Hirsomatra ghee mixed with Ko-Ushna Mamsa Rasa is administered, and after its digestion, once again lukewarm ghee is given. Here Avapedaka Snehana act as Brahmana, because you see Rakta is going out. You must stop the Raktam. In Mutra Roda or Shakrit Roda, Rakta is not going out. That's why here they told about Mamsarasa. Then in Rakta Arshas, due to heavy bleeding, Raktaksha and Ojaksha and Vatavartaka enormous, hence Brahmana Avapedaka is advised. When to administered, once again, because it's a Brahmana or Shamana Snaha, Annakale Prakangshitaha. Take a leap out of our text only. When to administer Annakale Prakangshitaha. So once again, if you give, somebody asked, if you give Uttama Matra, what will happen next day? So you wait for until the digestion. You think it is a process. Don't think about only hours. When it comes to Avapedaka Snehapana, think it as a process. So don't think, like how I will give next day dose. And as I said, it's like a Shamana Sneha. When there is a proper appetite, then only you must give. It can happen after 28 hours also. No problem. You give that time. So think it as a process rather than understanding it as a number of hours. So here it is like a Shamana Sneha. So Shuddho do ananno, when the person is hungry. Okay. So dose must be decided according to the Agni and cost of the person in quantity wise, because the Hrisomatra is always one pala, right? If you see the pala wise, they have mentioned in later. I didn't talk about it in my presentation. Shakarapani, that other people, they have written about the pala wise, how many pala. And according to Dalhana also, what is the Rishesi Matra? He says, the dose which is digested in one yama, that is 3 hours. There, in the first time in Brahatris, you see the quantity mentioned in a numerical form is by Dalhana, while commenting on Rishiyasi Matra. He says the Rishiyasi Matra, which is digested, within one yama, less than one yama, because in one yama, Riswa Matra is digested. Rishiyasi Matra, which is digested lesser than one yama, is called as Rishiyasi Matra test dose. He says, which is usually 50 ml. Okay, which is usually 50 ml. Okay, so that's what he mentions. The numerical value of Snehadravya comes there first by this Dalhana Acharya. Okay, so usually you can go with, that's why I take it as you can go with 50 ml. Okay, then practically 50 ml can be given as a Pragbhakta. Then after the digestion, 100 to 20 ml, 100 to 250 ml can be given after the digestion of this one. Okay, so basically how many days? If it is Uttama Matra, then maximum of 7 days, they said. But as I said, you take it as a process. Though you give it as Uttama Matra, it may take 28 hours and all. So you try to give 9 days, 10 days, or 12 days also. As I said, this and all my practical ideas. Okay, or until the person is developing proper, until you get a proper, if person is okay, and is fine, and you continue until he's getting the results. And as sir told, trust me, it does act very good. Beautifully sir told in Mutra, Mutra Roda, usually despite of the catheter also, it happens. Trust, it is not a simple treatment. It works very, very good. Okay. So Prag Bhaktam, why it is indicated in Apanavada Vaigunya? Because this particular form of Snehapana, we give it in Apana Vaigunya. Okay. Then all the diseases controlled or cured by Avapedaka Snehapana is due to Pratiloma Gati of Apana Vayu. So to correct this Pratiloma Gati of Apana Vayu, Garta Apana Vata is done by administering Gritam that does Pidana of Pratilomata Vata Dosha. This is the reason behind the name Avapidana. Okay. And with this, I will conclude my presentation. And I thank everyone once again all the participants for listening to me. Hope I could able to give you some kind of ideas practically. And I thank the organizers once again for inviting me and believing me that I am an expert, but I am not sure about it. Still, I try to give my best. I thank once again everyone. Have a nice afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was a very bombarding presentation, sir. So, on behalf of my department, I am Dr. Simi Ravindran, HOD of the department. Special thank to you, sir, for the presentation. Your hard work and dedication are truly commendable, sir. What we needed, we got, sir, from your presentation. Actually, you have beautifully combined the modern aspect with the Ayurvedic principles to create an insightful and very structured presentation on the guidelines of Abhindara Snehapana. It reflects not only your deep understanding but also your commitment to making the subject comprehensive and practical way. It contains lots of practical applications, sir. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much, sir, for the presentation.
Thank you, Ma.
Sinam, I invited Sinamis for the session.
Good afternoon, all. Respected Chandramouli sir. Simi already conveyed her in-depth thanks for her department and for the participants of this presentation. And I am also congratulate you, sir, for your uh, attitude to present without any hesitation that you experience in your clinical practice. And it is uh, interesting, and I am really watching your enthusiasm towards to continue a procedure for taking any steps, because you said that you are giving anti-vomiting drugs for patients who are suffering with the vomiting tendency, and the other one I noticed that you are giving capsules instead of raw drugs. You are giving capsule for Achapana Snehapana. These are new ideas. And one thing I want to tell to the participants that if a doctor who is planning to conduct his practice, he can directly follow your theories and clinical experience, because you are arranged all the things in a chronological order, how to conduct a Purva Karma and how to conduct a Pradhana Karma and how to conduct and follow the uh, past procedures. So it is a very beneficial and intelligent presentation, and anybody can follow you in an easy manner. And the things you introduced, that membrane lipid therapy, actually it is a unique and innovative approach. The basic idea, I think that Snehasaro Ayam Purusha, that theory mentioned in our science is implemented nowadays with this membrane lipid therapy. Actually, I am thankful to you, sir, for introducing such innovative ideas to the um, new generation and the newcomers of this Panchakarma department. And I think that the students can follow this membrane lipid therapy in depth by using its ideas and its benefits in palliative care and in cancer patients and in metabolic disorders. And once again, I thanks for introducing such a membrane lipid therapy, for introducing these students. And then you gave a lot of freedom to the students, how you can uninterruptedly continue the Snehapana procedure, and the importance of Anupanas, and the importance of giving other food for at the time of conducting Snehapana. What are the things that are beneficial for the patient, at the same time palatable for the patients? That food items are very having much important in nowadays. Then these are the things I am uh, very interestedly catchy from your talk. And you introduce all the things with a much clear and evidence based presentation. And once again, I thank all the participants and for the department of Panchakarma Trivandrum for uh, considering as a faculty for this seminar. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you very much.
Sir, some questions are there.
Before that, you have sent me some questions. Can I answer them, ma'am?
Yes,
Hello.
yes, sir. You can answer that, sir.
Okay. You have that questionnaire. Can you ask me, ma? I am searching so that we
Yes,
don't
sir. I
waste
will
our
ask you,
time.
sir.
Yeah, can you ask me?
Yeah, sir. The first question is like that.
Right.
In a
Yeah.
normal diet, the daily intake of phosphatidylcholine is approximately 2 to 8 grams. So, can we correlate to the Shamana Snehapana and how we can compare with the Agni level?
Yes. See, this coming to this, this phosphatidylcholine. Okay, you have this linostol and serine and phosphatidylcholine. This is a very beautiful concept, actually. These are all kind of different lipids only, different phospholipids only. As you said, you see, here only we have to understand why our acharyas mentioned so many sneha dravyas. When it comes to sneha dravyas, we don't think beyond Girtam or Tilatailam. But whereas look at our acharyas, how many sneha dravyas they have mentioned, especially when it comes to Thailam, right? Whereas in the practice, we don't use them much. And as Sar told, Vasan Majja, it is wrote, Chama Sneha we can use, but Shodhananga Sneha, it is a bit difficult. I understand. But when it comes to Thailam, you see, there are plenty of Thailams mentioned. How many we are using? Why we are not using them to process or to prepare? Tila is the best, they have told. I do agree among all the Thailam because of its palatability, all those kind of things. Whereas other Thailams also mentioned. Why we are not looking beyond, something, so that we prepare the Thailam with other Thailams? Because you see this linostal, this serine or phosphatidylcholine and all. It is there in soya oil, egg yolk, okay, and in olive oil also. Okay, so they are also kind of snehapana only, and sunflower seeds. These are there in sunflower seeds, and it is given. It is proven that they are helping in so many diseases in cancer level and all. Here I want to share. I was waiting for this question. So when I went to Lebanon, there I need to treat a patient. There I need to do snehapanam. You don't get gridam and all. Of course, you get some kind of butter. Of course, I could have done gridam and I could have given to her. But what I did is, that patient was a diabetic patient. I did snehapanam with olive oil. When it comes to, you are asking about this phosphatidyl linostal, it is I did this Sneha with olive oil, and the five-star hotel, they use olive oil for cooking because this saturated, unsaturated fatty fats are very less in olive oil, and these good for heart and other things. They are, they're climbing all those things. But I could able to do science in the lakshanas. She lost weight, and her lipid levels also gone down, and levels, she was completely off of the medicines from the give this was about this
Sir,
hospital. Okay, yes.
hello, sir. There is some network issue.
Can you hear me
You are
now?
not audible, sir. It's
Can
not
you hear
clear.
me now?
Now it's clear.
Yeah. So, how many minutes I have lost? Did I tell you about olive oil?
Sir, you have 10 minutes.
No. Amalu? Just a second. Yeah.
Sir. Hello,
Can you
sir.
hear me now?
Sir, we have. You
Yeah.
just
Can you
missed.
hear me
Yeah, the
now?
audio was not clear for just 1 minute. Otherwise, after the olive oil.
Yeah. So when it comes to this phosphatidyllinositol, as I told, it is plenty available in olive oil, sunflower oil, egg yolk, and all. Okay. When I was in foreign Lebanon, one diabetes case I treated with olive oil snehapana. Nowadays in five-star hotels everywhere they cook with olive oil because the unsaturated fatty acids are very less there. So I told in our text also so many oils are mentioned, but we always we are comfortable level is so much that we don't look beyond Gritam or Thailam. We have to think about all those oils also. I told we have to, even because since I don't have the PG studies here, I'm not able to implement this. Think about you give, they are all telling sunflower oil is very good for heart and it reduces cholesterol, everything. Na? Let us do snehapana with sunflower oil. What is wrong in it? Do snehapana with sunflower oil and study the lipid level before and after and see. And one group you put with Gritam, one group put with Tilatailam, healthy volunteers, and see which is best. Then we can always give it to the world that yes, your sunflower oil is good, or we can say no, our Tilatailam is better than your sunflower oil, or use the olive oil as snehapanam. So when it comes to this phosphatidyllinositol, the answer is this: yes, you can think it as a shamana sneha if you are using it is using it as an oil form. Otherwise, our oils, we can use. But that question, as your question, yes, it can be considered, no problem. But it's a very good question. In even Trivandrum Ayurveda College is one of the oldest and best, and I request the HOD madam, please think about, if possible, madam, I'm just requesting, I'm not saying anything. Think about snehapana with olive oil, think about snehapana with sunflower oil, and see how it is working on lipid levels or heart problems and other things. I'm sure that we must get very good insight of this, madam. Next question, please.
Hello, sir. Next question is like common people are not willing to take snehapana with a concept of low density lipoproteins, are also known as the bad or less healthy cholesterol. So how we can justify them?
Very simple, give them all the results which we have, because it never decreases, it never increases LDL, because fat will never make you fat. That's a wrong thing, and we have proved with a lot of results. And in Google it is available, all the results. Many places studies been conducted, except in some cases, almost all the cases the LDL levels are coming down, and you must tell them this LDL alone is not a parameter for the heart disease. Okay? Because in my book, once again, I have written that LDL proteins, which is more important parameter for heart disease, because this is being to us.
Sir, there is again the interruption on your voice, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear.
You hear me? So it is with our lots of research, you can always talk to the patient, and you yourself take the blood test. Tell them, challenge them. I will take you the blood test. I will show you the results after 7 days. Take the result after Virechana. Oh, Amalu, just give me a second. I will connect with my Wi-Fi. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can hear.
Yeah. So you take in that patient completely convince them, and take the blood test before and after, show to them. The results will be definitely low. LDL will come down. So that's how you can convince the patient. As simple as that. And give all the data which is available in the internet, which we have already published with Snehapana, which reduces the LDL, increases the HDL. Okay. Next question. So,
So,
hello, can you hear me?
yes, sir, I can hear.
How long Shamana Sneha should be continued? Already Dinesh told, until Vyadi is until it is cured, will reduce. Okay, or if the patient is stop. This answer for that. Next is what all the methods can be done for Rokshana. I already told this answer. So Udvartana, then you can do Danyamladhara. Okay, and podikidi you can ruksha swedam you can do. Okay, swedanam you can do. Okay, all, and internally you can give some of the aristas like lekana aristams. Okay, all those things whichever is having lekana property, or food and drinks also which is having lekana property you can give. That's how you can do snehapurva rukshana chikitsa. Okay. Next question is, in obesity, Rukshana is the first treatment before Snehana. Then what change will occur in Agni? Can this help reduce blood cell level? Definitely, Rukshana is always, that improves the Agni, that it removes the Kleda. Once the Kledatva is removed, Agni will be very good. So definitely Agni will be improved. Okay, this could help the reduce blood level lipids. Yes, it could. Here I want to explain one thing. Tell me, many places during Snehapana, we don't do treatments, right? I want to ask genuinely people, is treatments means external treatments. Okay, don't do with anything with oil. But why we are not doing treatment anywhere in Snehana Dhyaya? It is easy to mention that external therapies should not be given. You go through any text, there is no mentioning of that. So this also one practical thing I'm telling you. Suppose if you want to get a very good results in obesity, okay, so I tell all the students, study in between the lines, study the text very sukshma and properly. I'm not a very good person of sloka reciting, or I do know certain slokas and of course important things, and I never consider myself as a very good intelligent person and all. But I approach things very practically, and I just say, like, I need to take the patient important and I need to give the results. That's it. So what I did is I developed a plan, and I have the results also with me. During Snehapana for obese people, I used to do Udvartanam and Lekanavasti in Madhutailika form. Understand? In Madhutailika form. Madhutailika is not contraindicated in anything, anytime, any can, or Yuktaradam. You can do anytime. There is no restriction for that during anything. Understand the point there, what Acharya is saying. And I'm telling you, my friends, when you give only Snehapana and Virechana, the results are not so good. When you give Snehapana along with Udvartana and this Lekanavasti, you get double the results. And in some people, when it comes to, I have only these two diseases, obesity and Staulya Pramehi. One more thing I do, 3 days Snehapana, and I don't wait for classical Virechana pattern. I give 4th day Virechana. Once again 3 days Snehapana, 4th day Virechana. Once again 3 days Snehapana, 4th day Virechana. Okay, here am I against of Acharya? No. I'll tell you answer. You please go through Sushruta. He says the person who is abundant, having abundant of kleda, and who is not having good strength, but you need to do shodhana in him. Stokam. Little by little you do shodhana, he says. Now you see that I am wrong or right. So here I consider myself as I am doing stoka shodhana, because obesity person and prameha, staulya prameha, or the sukumara person cannot withstand. So you have to do shodhana, but you cannot do like proper some like 7 days, 9 days snehapana. So you need to do stokam only. So I am doing this. So basically, when it comes to this question, I would suggest do Udvartana, Lekanavasti, morning you do Snehapana. These treatments do once it is digested. Where it is mentioned, after digestion of Snehapana, only food is mentioned. Any other restriction, when you see the restriction also, Ushnodakopachari, Syat Brahmachari, Kshapachari, these are all mentioned. Anywhere else they mentioned, you should not give any kind of intervention during Snehapana. Take the example. One more thing I tell you. Suppose you have Virechana, you have given, or Vasti you have given. A person during Snehapana, a person developed a stomach ache. Right? A person developed a stomach ache. Don't you do any application with any pain relief oil? Will that not help that person? Tell me. Second, suppose you are given a virechana. The person is too tired. He developed cramps in the legs due to less in water. So you give him some kind of internal water, coconut water, all those kind of things. So to remove the fatigueness, one nice abhyangam in the evening, will that not help the person? Why we are not doing this? What is wrong if we do? Is it anywhere mentioned it should not be done? Please let me know. I'm giving you this food for thought. Okay. So coming to the next question. According to Sushruta Samhita, Karapaka is used for Vasti while other Acharyas mention Madhyama Paka. What is the rationality behind it? Very simple. I go with other Acharyas and I consider Charangatara Samhita is the opt for answering this because you see in large intestine, in small intestine, fat is stomach and small intestine, fat absorption more. In large intestine, water absorption is more. Okay. So that is the reason why they said Niruvasti is the best than Anuvasana or Matravasti. Why? Because it is water content. So basically, in Madhyama Paka, water content is more. In Karapaka, water content is no water content is pure fat. So that is the reason why I would agree with the Vasti, which is given with Madhyama Paka Tailam is best because it has water content. Even Mridupaka will be the best according to me because in large intestine as per physiology, because now we know the physiology. Those time, it was not available. As per physiology, water will be absorbed more in the large intestine. Okay, this is my answer. The next question, various methods of avapidaka, I have explained very correctly about. Okay, pittasya sarpishaha panam, I said, okay, and also I said, okay, any significance. Sarpi Kavala, I also answered this. Kavalam Paitika Sarpir Vadika Lavanan Vidam, Ksharati Rikadakan Vidam for Kafa. I told Kavalam iti either this is processed only. According to Gayadasa, Pittahara Dravyair Sadhitam Eva iti. Kavalam Pittahara Dravyair Sadhitam Eva. So he told processed with Pittahara Dravya only. So basically, and Chakrapani also in Jora Chikitsa, you would have written, said, though in Pitta Jora, Sarpipana, pure Sarpi is not, here there is explains the Sarpi should be processed with Tikta Dravyas. Because Tikta Dravyas, Tikta is increases the Agni also. So it should be Tikta Dravya Sadhitameva. Chakrapani also says in Jora Chikitsa. So there is no conflict here. It should be processed only and better if possible, depends on the disease, processed can be given. If not, Tikta Dravya Sadhitam. These are all the answers for the questions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I invite Dr. Manju ma'am for concluding the session.
Good afternoon, ma'am. On behalf of Department of Panchakarma, I would like to extend my deepest and sincere gratitude to Dr. Manoj sir and Dr. Chandra sir for the informative, thought-provoking, and outstanding sessions. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Sneha ma'am for moderating today's discussion. Thank you, ma'am, for spending your valuable time, effort, and outstanding contribution to make this discussion a resounding success. Thank you.
Everyone, please listen. Our next session will start soon at sharp 2 o'clock. The session 3 topic is Research and Evidence-Based Insights by Dr. Anandram Sharma. And session 4, Selection of Snehadravyas and Dosage by Dr. A. Ramya. So everyone, please be on time at sharp 2 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.